Hi guys, good morning to you all. Just give me 1 second. Pamela Fontanella, good morning to you. Just give me 1 second. Very athletic guy. Good morning to you. As you join me, like and share the broadcast. We've got a lot to discuss. Guys, just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Sometimes this Facebook, just give me 1 second, please. Guys, 1 second, please. Yes, now we are here. So, good morning to you and welcome to my show. Rooney Shege, good morning to you. This morning we are going to discuss about a crisis that took place in Uromi. Uromi is South Nigeria. Yes, southern part of Nigeria. Many people, Georgia appreciates you. Just like and share this broadcast. Invite many people. I am here to speak the truth. As always, I stand for the truth. J Prince, I'm not from Delta. But this morning, here on this page, we touch every issues, every topics. So, as you join me, like and share. I don't run biased program. Ginger, lemon tea, I see you. So we are here to discuss Uromi Crisis. See, if there is, we also discussed what's the top Congo crisis. I spoke my mind. So I told you guys I'm from Congo. Many. Ajayi Ayomide, good morning to you. So we are discussing Uromi crisis this morning, and I'm going to speak the truth, my mind. Share, like, bring in more people, everybody. The good thing about this page is I have international audience. Della Tujoy, I see you. Everybody will hear my voice this morning. Everybody will hear, the whole world will hear my voice this morning. You get the gist now? My lovely fans on YouTube, I love you guys too much. I love my guys on TikTok and I love my guys on Facebook. But as you watch me, Della Tujoy, I appreciate you. As you watch me, like and share this broadcast. We are here to discuss Uromi Crisis. Somebody asked me if I'm from Delta. I'm not from Delta. I'm from everywhere. Here we don't do tribe. Okay? If you want to hate me, you hate me for being real. Do you get the gist now? You can hate me for being real. We are humans. Okay? So I want us to be more in number before we start so that others will hear me speak my own mind. Okay? Guys, like and share this broadcast now. It is not a difficult task. It's not difficult to like and share. It's not a job. You just press the button, like, share, invite more people. I'm here to create awareness. Life here is boring. Della to Joy, I appreciate you. Jordan Sir, how are you doing? Good to see you, Jordan Sir. Jordan Sir is someone who has been following my page for years. And Jordan Sir, I believe, is from either Gambia or Senegal or something like that. Yes, but he's a brother. This morning, we are one family. I'm going to say my mind. I'm going to say my mind. Money bag, I see you. I want more people to join us before we hit the road, before we get the party started. See, on this page, I don't make videos to please anybody. I say what is right. Wisdom, I see you. Share this broadcast, invite more people. I want us to be more in number. Somebody is calling me cab driver. I'm proud to be a cab driver. I drove taxi before. I didn't commit crime. I'm proud of what I did before. You are calling me Foster. You call me a cab driver. You want to shame me or what? I'm proud of who I am. I didn't steal. You cab driver and so what? Have you seen your mentality? Cab driver and cab driver. So should I hide under the table? I'm a proud man. You got it? You get the gist now. You understand me? Somebody want to shame me by calling me cab driver, a taxi driver. Fellas, I see you. He came to disgrace me by calling me a taxi driver. He wants the world to know. This is somebody who does not want me to be glorified. He wants people to look down on me as a cab driver. He came here to announce. Blue said, okay, guys, we are 40-something on TikTok. Let's get the number up a bit and let's go. Uromi Crisis, we are 50-something. Let's get the number a bit. This morning, Della Joy, I appreciate you. We are here to discuss Uromi Crisis. For those of you who haven't heard about Uromi Crisis, I will tell you what's happened. I'm going to take my time to explain everything to you. And listen, I don't run a biased program. Because on these pages, I have Christians, I have Muslims, I have people from different countries. Not only that, I have friends from every tribe and every religion. You get the gist now. I have friends from every tribe and every religion. So do not think I'm here to run a biased program. We are all human beings. And after saying my mind, if you think I did not speak the truth, I can bring you in for you to tell me your opinion. Not only me, but others who are watching. Here we go. Guys, I am here to talk about Uromi Crisis. Let's go. On this page, there are people from different fields, different walks of life. Now, let me explain to you. Anybody who join later can rewatch this broadcast on my YouTube page. Now, let me tell you guys what happened in Uromi. Uromi is a town in Delta State of Nigeria. I am not from Delta State. Okay. Now, I want to take this broadcast. Anthony, your hometown is in Edo. Okay, good to know. Well, I'm not from Edo, but I'm a friend to Edo people. I'm a friend to Hausas and Fulanis. I'm a friend to Yoruba people. I'm a friend to Ghanaians. I'm a friend to all. But I'm here to speak the truth. I'm a friend to the Igbos. I am here to speak the truth. Now, before I go further, listen, as you join me, like and share this thing. I don't want, this is not something, we are all here to learn. Look at what I heard and what I've listened. I've watched a lot of video. Guys, look at what happened in Uromi, okay? And I'm going to touch other areas. Not only Uromi. I'm going to tell you what happened in Uromi. Now, before I go further, there has been high rate of insecurity in Nigeria. People are being kidnapped every day. People are being unalived every day. And villages in Nigeria, there are so many villages in Middle Belt, like Benue State, Middle Belt of Nigeria, where the villagers often get attacked by Fulani herdsmen. Don't get me wrong, not all Fulanis, but they are called Fulani herdsmen. These are cattle rearers. Now, they attack villages, displace the indigenous of the village. In most cases, they unalive indigenous of the village in Benue State. Listen attentively. As you join me, share this broadcast. See, many people, many indigenous, I saw a woman cry out. This woman said when the mama died, they were scared to go to their village in Benue State to bury her mama, because Fulani herdsmen have taken over their village and sent the villagers packing. The government, this has been happening for years. The government has not done anything to curb the high rate of insecurity. Now listen, I have seen so many cases, videos. In fact, some years ago, I saw where 80-something, according to the news, but I saw the video, 80-something people were unalived in Benue State. Their corpses and coffins lined up. Their corpses and coffins lined up. That was in Benue State. Now, up to this time, there is still high level of insecurity in Benue State. The people of Benue State are on the run. Okay, we have been hearing about Southern Kaduna. Listen, We have been hearing about Southern Kaduna, the high rates of insecurity there. Every day you hear news of people being unalived, villages being attacked. Nobody came to these people's rescue. Let's go further. From Benue State, Middle Belt, it came down to Yoruba land. You will still hear stories of Fulani herdsmen attacking villages in Yoruba land. People get unalived. People run for their lives in Yoruba land. 2, still, this thing has been going on for years. It's Ondo State. Yes, diplomacy. Thank you so much, Ondo State. I'm not going to make, I want to run a very fair program. I don't want to run a biased program in Ondo State. Thank you. They go to people's farm, spoil their farms, attack the villages, and do whatever they want. I've been seeing videos, I've been seeing complaints of people, Yoruba people. Now let me go to eastern part of Nigeria. If you go to Enugu State, there is a village they call Ahamatu or whatever. There are villages. Even this year, 16 people were unalived. 16 people were unalived in a village in Enugu. Men and women, children sleeping, were attacked at night. And 16 people were unalived. This was not the first time. People die in the hands of these herdsmen. They call them Fulani herdsmen. Many say they are terrorists. Let's continue. Now, while all these things are happening, it's happening all over Nigeria. This insecurity, these killings are happening all over Nigeria, and nothing has been done about it. In fact, I wanted to make a video about the Enugu incident. Somebody said I shouldn't make any video about it. This thing continued. Now again, it happened in Uromi. I saw what happened, the jungle justice and everything. That was why, since yesterday, I've been watching videos, reading so many news about what happened in Uromi. Many people from Uromi have been complaining. I saw old videos that they are under attack, not only the people of Uromi, Edo State, by these herdsmen. Now, they go to people's farms with their cows. They uproot, their cows will eat people's cassava. What people planted, farmers planted, they do it even in the east. They go to people's farms with their cows. What they will do is they will feed their cows people's agricultural products like cassavas, yams, maize, any agricultural products they see in somebody's farm, they feed it their cows. Anywhere they see it, without remorse, without thinking that these people, before I go further. See, the owners of these farms, many of them borrowed money from the banks. Many of them feed their families from these farms. Many of them solve their financial problems from the proceeds they got from the farms. They don't get any kind of help from the government. They rely on farming for survival, these farmers. Now, it's not only in Uromi, it happens across Nigeria, where these Fulani herdsmen go to people's farms and spoil everything and feed the farm produce to the cows. There was a story I heard. Listen to me. This is so painful. There was a story I heard. That story was a farmer. Listen to me. In Uromi, a farmer went to his farm, saw Fulani herdsmen in his farm. And the Fulani herdsman attacked him, the owner of the farm. The owner of the farm was able to overpower the Fulani herdsman and unalived him. The farmer's name, yes, thank you, Anthony. Thank you for saying this. I watched the video. A farmer went to his farm, saw Fulani herdsmen with their cows spoiling his crops. They attacked the owner of the farm. The man fought back, overpowered the herdsmen, and unalived them. The man fought in self-defense. Now this man overpowered him and unalived the herdsmen. Listen, the security forces, the police sent for this man, and the man, according to the news, the man was sentenced to death for killing a Fulani man that came to his farm to spoil his agricultural products. Listen attentively. The man who defended his farm was sent to death, according to the news, allegedly. That's the news I heard. Was sent to death for defending his farm and the people that came to his farm. Guys, share this broadcast. Give me 1 second. 1 second. So I'm back. I'm back now. Are you listening to me? Somebody sent me a video that a man who went to his farm and saw people stealing his agricultural products fought to defend his life and his farm. Along the line, he unalived one of the farmers, one of the herdsmen. The man was arrested and sentenced to life imprisonment for killing somebody, for unaliving somebody. Let's go further. You see, there is no justice in Nigeria. There is no justice in Nigeria. Let me tell you why. There are so many farmers who have been killed by Fulani herdsmen. What has the government done about it? People come with evidence. The videos are online. Even the one that happened in Enugu State recently, not up to a month or 2 months, is still fresh in our minds. Who compensated those families? See, this insecurity has been happening for years and keep happening up till now. Why haven't the same particular people, these Fulani herdsmen, why hasn't the government curbed it or death with them. A particular group of people have been terrorizing the whole country. For years, thousands of people have lost their lives in the hands of these people. Nothing has been done about it by the government. This morning, there are so many things we are going to touch. Now, I see a lot of people come to my platform and say, the government turn a blind eye to all these things. See, let me tell you. I see a lot of people come on my page when I run live broadcasts and say, we need to develop Africa. We need to develop Africa. You don't tell yourselves the truth. Did you know why? You only feel concerned when it affects you. When something affects you, that is when you come up to react. But if it does not affect you, you don't react. You act as if nothing happened. Many times I come here to talk about fraud, 419. I talk about kidnapping. I talk about injustices. People act as if it is nothing because it has not affected you. Do you understand me? Because it has not affected you. See, if we want to build Africa, we must be honest. We must be sincere. We must learn to call a spade a spade. Do you understand me? We must call, see, you cannot shield let me continue, self. Many Africans are dishonest. Many of us are dishonest, especially when something is not happening in your region. You don't care. You don't care when it is not affecting you. You only react when it affects you, which is bad. You see, when something happens in northern Nigeria, when something happens in southwest, in Ghana, in anywhere, you are supposed to rise up and speak up against it if it is evil. That is you being just in your ways, upright in your ways. Let's go further. Now, I forgot to tell you guys, I've not told you guys what actually happened in Uromi. Now, what I told you was the activities of Fulani herdsmen across Nigeria. And there is nobody that will tell me he hasn't heard. I'm talking Nigerians. Everybody has heard about the activities of Fulani herdsmen, even the government. But what did they do? Nothing. Now listen to the story. 16 people were unalived in Uromi. 16 Fulani herdsmen were unalived in Uromi some days back. They were set ablaze by the youths of Uromi some days back. Listen. According to what I heard, the people of Uromi the women and the men cannot go to their farms anymore. They are afraid to go to their farms because of Fulani herdsmen. When they go, many of them get kidnapped by these people. Many get unalived by these people in Uromi, in Edo State. It is not only in Uromi. In other parts of Nigeria, where farmers are afraid of going to their farms. Not only that these people take their cows to their farms. When they meet you in your farm, when you react, when you ask them questions, they unalive you in the forest, in your farm. Listen, in the first place, nobody has right. Nobody has right to encroach on anybody's property. You have no right to encroach on anybody's property. You are not supposed to step your leg in a property that does not belong to you. Number one. Again, I live here in Europe. See, I made a video where I spoke about the backwardness of African people. In that video, I said, in Europe here, I've never seen a live cow. I've never seen a live goat. I've never seen a live chicken in this city. I made a video about that. I said, only when I began to drive taxi, I saw live cow in the villages. And these live cows are owned by farmers, cow rearers. Now, in Europe here, listen attentively. In Europe here, farmers build ranches for their cows, for their goats. In Europe here, farmers build ranches. Do you know what I mean by ranches? Ranches are, they build like something to protect the cows from exceeding their boundaries. You don't allow cows to encroach on any other person's property. This is your private business. You are not supposed to use your private business to disturb your neighbor or people living in the town. Listen attentively. This is what I explain. Even in the USA, they rear cows, but these farmers have ranches where they keep their cows. We are talking about developing Africa. Developing Africa is not only building houses or building roads. It's doing things in an orderly manner. Let's go further. Now, in a place like Nigeria, there is what I call lawlessness. You see, in a place like Nigeria, it's a shame that people, Fulani herdsmen, roam about the entire country with cows. Even at times, they cause traffic congestion on the road. Vehicle owners will stop for cows to walk past. Where is it done in this world? Listen, where is it done in this world that cows and cars will be dragging road? You want to develop Africa. When I come, are we living in animal kingdom? Are we living in animal kingdom? That cows, even the other time, I saw, sometimes they carry cows to school premises. They take cows to school premises, to people's compound. Why are Africans backward? Why are Africans savages? The funny part of it is, these Europeans, these politicians, they travel to Europe and they witness, they see, they experience organized societies. These politicians, they come to Europe, they witness organized societies, how things are done in organized societies. But when they go to Africa, they practice lawlessness. Now, do you actually have government in Nigeria? Are your government officials, your leaders, not seeing that these Fulani herdsmen have committed, they have caused a lot of havoc in Nigeria as a place, as a whole? This is why I love Europe. Such a thing will never ever happen in Europe. Europeans value the life of everybody, every citizen. If somebody loses his or her life in this kind of scenario, it will never repeat itself. And listen attentively. Here in Europe, if you commit a crime, you can never go scot-free, no matter who you are. Never. If ordinary traffic offense, if you violate traffic rules, you go to prison if you don't pay fine. Either you pay fine or you go to prison. Mercy, I see you. How come? In a country, how do you expect tourists, investors to come to Nigeria and invest when they see what's going on in Nigeria? There is a part I don't want to tell. Do you understand what I mean? Because I love humanity. You get the point now. And I love oneness of a people. I want us to be one. See, how can the leaders of Africa, you see that these herdsmen have been causing havoc for years? Thousands of people have died in the hands of these Fulani herdsmen, and nothing has been done about it. And where are the leaders? The funny thing is, the leaders, the politicians are not saying anything about this. Only the poor and vulnerable are victims. There is nobody that will come and tell me, these Fulani herdsmen go to villages, attack villages. The families don't get compensation from the government. Culprits are not caught and punished. If not, why has it continued? It is the same people, the same gang that are carrying out these atrocities. Because you have police agency, you have soldiers. Why haven't the police and the soldiers go after these herdsmen? Are they not seeing the havoc they are committing in Benue State, in other areas in Nigeria? What is the duty, the primary duty of the police and the army? Are they blind to the things happening to their citizens? Which kind of country, what kind of country is that? Unless there is a hidden agenda, do you understand me? Unless there is a hidden agenda, then you better tell us why the police and the military have refused to curb, to stop the activities of Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria. Are you listening to me? Unless there is a hidden agenda, or from the top, you cannot tell me that thousands of people keep dying and nothing has been done. Let's go further. Because well, we are going to get to that. Let's keep going. So guys, some days ago, according to the news and the videos on ground, online, according to the news online, a group of Fulanis were traveling from, listen attentively, they were traveling from River State in Nigeria to northern part of Nigeria. After making this video, I will want every one of you, if you've got anything to say, I can bring you in to say your opinion. A group of Fulani, they were in a trailer big lorry trailer traveling from Rivers State, to Kano. Now, information got to the vigilantes in Uromi that there was a car, a trailer, passing through Uromi. Do not forget, Uromi has been going through a lot lately. Kidnapping. In fact, I saw a video of Enugu women in Enugu State, Eastern Nigeria, protest that Fulanis, when they meet the women in the farms, they rape and murder these women. The women were seated on the floor, crying, protesting for help. That was after they murdered 16 people in Enugu, in a village in, I forgot, Ahmatu in Enugu State. I forgot the name of the town. See, now, these women, the number in hundreds, came out, sat, we are protesting to the government to come to their aid, to come help them. That Fulani herdsmen rape them, murder them in their farms. I saw the video. I asked myself, what kind of race are we? So does it mean Enugu State has no governor? No. Does it mean Nigeria has no leaders? That such a thing will be happening? So these Fulani herdsmen cannot be apprehended. Enugu Ezike, and there is one other village they call Ahamachu. There is another village, another town too. These women were crying to the government that they have been killed enough by these Fulani herdsmen. Nothing was done about it. Many families, there was a video I saw, an only son of the family was unalived in the farm. An only son of the family was unalived in their farm. The mother was, that is the story plenty. Enugu governor did not do anything. Okay, let's continue. So, now, even when I saw the video of the women crying for help in the hands of Fulani herdsmen, I shook my head in disbelief. Now, these Fulani herdsmen were carrying goods from River State to northern, they said they were going to northern Nigeria. Now, vigilantes in Uromi got the information and stopped these Fulani herdsmen, began to search them. They began to search the trailer they were inside. Listen, as they were searching the trailer, they discovered firearms, guns. They hid guns and covered it with other goods. They had weapons with them. So, there were no goods. They hid weapons. Do not forget, in many regions in Nigeria, there have been kidnapping, attacks. People are being kidnapped. People are being murdered in many areas. And these culprits are not apprehended. Now, they caught them with weapons, guns. Misunderstanding ensued. These youths, these vigilantes, had to set these 16 of them ablaze. Now let me go further. I don't approve jungle justice, number one. But I don't approve jungle justice. It's not good. But jungle justice only happens where the people have lost faith in the police agency. Jungle justice happens where the people have lost faith in the system. Let's go on. 16 of these Fulanis were set ablaze by the youths. Now, northern elders, I saw a governor condemn the act, said that was wrong. An order was given for the culprits to be arrested. I do not know if the vigilantes have been arrested or not. Listen, northerners began to make problem. They began to complain that 16 of their people, Fulanis, 16 Fulanis were unalived in 16 Fulanis were unalived in Uromi. Now listen, I told you, you cannot build Africa without having one mind. Now, these northern governors, these northern youths that are condemning this act, I condemn it too. Where we are there when Fulanis are kidnapping people, destroying farms, raping women? Are they not seeing women protesting? Where are they when people of Benue State protest every day? People of Benue State are on the run in their own region because of Fulani herdsmen. You kept quiet. I saw a governor say all the culprits have to be arrested. Why didn't you speak up? You governors, why don't you speak up when they attacked a village in Enugu? When people complain. You see, what will dissolve Nigeria is injustice. What will dissolve that country is dishonesty. Because an injury to one should be an injury to all. You don't shield your people when they commit crime. You don't voice out when it affects you. You are supposed to voice out when it affects everybody, every citizen. You spoke because the people involved are Fulanis. If it were to be other tribe, you will not talk because they are not Fulanis. You will not order for the arrest. Why didn't you order for the arrest of? Why didn't you? As you are speaking up now for the 16 Fulanis that were unalived, why didn't you speak up for all the people that have lost their lives in the hands of Fulanis? Listen, you that is speaking up now, fighting for the 16 Fulanis that were unalived, why didn't you? Man, I need to remove these clothes. Just give me 1 minute. You, I told you the black man is not ready for development. See, justice is wherever there is a crime, as an elder, you go for the criminals, whether it be my brother, my sister, my village, my kindred man. If any of my tribe man, if they commit crime, let them be punished. That is how to build a nation. Yes, criminals must be punished. If it is my brother, my sister, somebody, my best friend, that person has to be punished. But in Nigeria, they shield criminals, they cover them up. And that is why the country still remains. What do you think? How can you develop? How can you develop when there is inequality in a country? How can you move on when people see what's going on? People are not blind. People see the injustices going on. Now let me go further. Because if you should rise up now to demand the arrest of these vigilantes, why didn't you rise up to demand the arrest of the Fulanis that murdered farmers? That is how leaders do. You are supposed to come up. You see, you are flawed in your ways. You are supposed to come up and speak up against every crime, not only when it affects your own people. This is how to build a nation. To build a nation is whether it is your people or not, you speak up against crime. Let's go further. So, these 16 Fulani herdsmen were by the youths, and there is an uproar. Everybody is screaming. How about thousands of people that have died in Benue State, in other regions? Let me go further. Did you guys remember a girl called Deborah, a student of Sokoto? I mean, that girl was a student in Sokoto. Deborah was unalived. She was set ablaze by her fellow students because they said she blasphemed against their prophets. Deborah was set ablaze. These northern youths and their leaders did not speak. They did not demand for the arrest of the people because they believed the culprits did the work of Muhammad or Islam. See, where are the people who murdered, who unalived Deborah in Sokoto? Where are they? How many governors in northern Nigeria came up to speak vehemently against it? See, I don't know who Deborah was. She's from northern Nigeria, but she wasn't a Muslim believer. How many people came up to speak up against the evil done to Deborah? How did the case end? Were the culprits, all the people involved, were they punished? Are they in prison today? You see the country. Normally, there should be a public information about how the culprits were punished, because you believe those people who are unalive, do you know? You do not know what it means to be a citizen of a country. You don't know what it means to be a citizen of a country. A citizen of a country, if you are a citizen of a country, you are a son or daughter of that country. That country is your parents. In the case of Nigeria, well, I do not know where to start. You see why I hate religion? In the first, you see, I ran a program yesterday or 2 days ago. I said, you have no right to take a human life because of religion. See, I want to be honest to you. You see, Nigeria as a country cannot move forward. Nigeria cannot move forward. I'm the person telling you. Did you know why? The people are not one. You cannot manage it. The people are not one. And there is no, to be honest, everybody is not equal before the law. The leaders are not yet ready to build a nation. All the past and present leaders have failed the country. The leaders are not yet ready to build a nation. You don't know what it means to be. When I see some people talk about revolution, I laugh at them. You cannot have a common goal in Nigeria. The whole Nigerians can never have a common goal because of the division. I'm telling you the truth. You cannot have oneness of mind because of the diversity in religion. That is religion differences, cultural differences, language differences, different mindsets, different beliefs, the way you see life, tribalism. I am an exposed man. Many times I don't like to talk about politics in Africa because it hurts. I live in abroad. I've spent most of my life in abroad. I've traveled. I've seen leaders who are willing to build a nation, how they behave. They are not dishonest. Leaders who are willing, they are not religious bigots. They are not tribalistic in nature. People who genuinely want to build a nation. They don't consider religion. They don't consider tribe. They want a country to move forward. In a country like Nigeria, what they put first is religion, then tribe. You can never build a nation if you put religion first. To move a country forward, what comes first is your country, not religion, not tribe. To move a country, see, and also to move a country forward, everybody, every citizen must have equal rights. You see me, I live in Europe here. I'm an European citizen. I am recognized. I see some people say, you are first class, second class. There is nothing like that. My country recognizes me. Nobody. You see people, you see small racism on the streets. But when it comes to law, everybody is equal before the law. But in Nigeria, the rich are above the law. Politicians are above the law. Some rich men are above the law. Some tribes will tell you they are above the law. And how can you build a country when it is rooted in corruption and injustice? Number one. How can you? Now let us look at many people that have been following me. Listen, many of you that have been following me for a long time now knows I am not an advocate of jungle justice. I don't support jungle justice. In fact, here on this page, I don't support taking anybody's life. I've never supported it for one day. Never. But why do people resort to jungle justice? Look at reasons why you see Nigerians, Cameroonians, and some African countries resort, especially Nigeria, why they go for jungle justice. Many people have watched the video. They say when they catch Fulani herdsmen, hand them over to the police. The next day, a top-ranking military officer or police officer of their tribe will order for their release. Listen attentively. Many people said when they catch Fulani herdsmen and hand them over to the police, that these Fulani have top military officers, police officers who are in power. They are there to shield their power. Jacob, I'm coming. I will bring you up. To shield their people in power. Now, when they hand them over to the police, I told you, many countries in Africa are lawless. So, these people in power will give instruction, give order for them to be released. People, the next day, the people will know, the criminals will go back to their crime. The next day, you see the criminals go back to their crime. Unlike people, the more. So, the public, the masses, have lost faith in the police system. So when they catch criminals, they take laws in their hands because they don't trust the police anymore. Who is that person? Make a request. Let me bring you in before we go further. Make a request. I'm here now to hear your voice, to hear your opinions. See, I am a man, I stand on the path of truth. And I will keep saying the truth. Because if I don't, that means I support evil. Do you understand me? I cannot. So all the people that want to say their mind now, make a request. Let me bring you in. I'll bring you in to say your mind now. Make a request, Abdul, and everybody, every one of you, make a request. I'll bring you in. And please speak in brief so that others can speak. Let us talk like civilized people, okay? Now you can speak. We are waiting. If the
Good morning, my brother.
You are welcome.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I just come across your live right now, so I say I want to say my opinion. You know.
Okay.
What you are saying, this is most African countries are like this. The only place I can say is like in Gambia. It's like the same. It's like the same. Sometimes even you catch a thief or criminal or somebody, you catch him. What they are telling you, okay, you hand over them to the police, and then later from nowhere they say he escaped. You know, he escaped. So you don't know, and then after when you talk, they say the thing is coming from the top. The thing is coming from the top. The command is from the top. So without justice, Africa will not go. It's not possible because they are making selective justice. Selective justice. This is the thing. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for speaking the truth. I appreciate you. Love you, my brother. Thank you for standing on the path of truth. You are blessed. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for speaking the truth. Ginger, please say your mind.
Hi, Uncle Rody. I'm back again. You spoke my mind. You spoke so well. Uncle Rody, like I told you, I've been following this Fulani case. Lot of people have been complaining about Fulani people terrorizing them. You are seeing people have been burnt alive. Innocent Deborah, look how that girl was beaten, and no one said nothing about it. There was no justice because that time it was a Fulani man in power, so nothing was done. Now, how can you go with a truck in someone else's town? Do you think if those boys were found with no weapon or no stuff, they wouldn't have done what they did to them? They maybe they would have waited and called the police. But if I'm in my house, I'm in my street, I see you are walking with gun. You think I'm just going to let you go? It's either me or you, because I don't know if you're going to use that gun against my people. I don't know if you're going to kill people in my villages. So for that to happen, I have to defend them. We're not saying jungle justice is something we should justify. I don't even like it. But in case like this, it's self-defense. You are protecting your people. You can't do that. And why is it now that they're arresting the boys? No. What about all the people that are killed in the East? How many years the East are talking about Fulanis coming to kill people? People are not at peace.
Jacob, make a request. I bring you up, please. 1 second. Jacob, make a request. I bring you up. Keep talking, my sister, please. Ginger, keep talking.
So I'm not even Nigerian, but for years, Uncle, that even when a person tells me they're Fulani, I don't want to be their friends. I'm angry because why are you guys terrorizing your own African people? They don't see themselves Africa. They feel like they own Nigeria. I don't understand. You understand? So this that is happy. I'm disappointed in the people of even Uromi to arrest their people. They're not supposed to arrest their people because they were defending their own. You have to defend their own. So unfortunately, those boys were put into where they were put asleep, but they are tired. If the police are not doing something, you are going to take power in your own hands. Anywhere in this world, if I'm calling the police every day that my husband is beating me and the police is not coming, do you think one day I'm not going to use it and hit him and do something to put him down? It's self-defense. So everything you say, you are right. Like, we don't condone it, but it was self-defense. And I hope this be a message to all Africa that if you leaders don't take action, we are going to take action for ourselves. And not only to Fulanis, to the governors, So the people in power, let the youth take action because the government is not taking action, the police is not taking action. You gave them a little bribe, they are going to release you. If you are a big person in power, they are going to release you. So let the youth take action because the youth are the citizens of Nigeria and they own Uromi City. So they have the right to take power if the police is not doing nothing. I'm totally for what they did to those people in Uromi.
I appreciate you, my sister. Thank you. And this is what this platform represents. We are here to speak the truth and say our minds. Let me hear from the next, please. Philanthropist, let me hear from you. I'm bringing up the next person.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rudy. Uncle Rudy.
I see you.
Yeah, I've been following your page for some time. Yeah. You see, concerning this issue, I've been hearing about this issue since all those days. And what I want to say is this. In Uromi, there's a police station. And there is no governor in the whole Nigeria that will tell you that they have not been hearing about what the Fulani herdsmen have been doing. Okay, if they said that the people now, I don't support jungle justice, but if they say that it is a must, those people must be arrested and brought to justice. What about all these women they have been unaliving in the forest, and all the kids they have been unaliving, raping women, and all those kind of. If just see, when it comes to justice, there shouldn't be no frivolities. When it comes to justice, you can't say, okay, we are the special one. There is a way we have to maneuver the justice. Justice should be served equally. You understand? Should be served equally. So I know there's going to be a problem later, because the problem is if those people who did this thing, if they arrested them, and those Fulani herdsmen still go on and be killing people, destroying all those things.
Okay, my brother, let me call you, please. You have a point, but let me come. What have the government done since this Fulani it has been happening for years now? Why haven't the government intervened? Why these guys have not been apprehended? You have police, you have the soldiers. Why these people keep terrorizing Nigerians? And somebody said, listen, somebody said in southern Cameroon, they are also terrorizing people in southern Cameroon. Somebody said it in South, the same thing. Why? What is the mission? What we want to know? What's going on?
See, that is the problem. And secondly, the question what I always ask people is this: a country where firearm is not been legalized, how can you fight people with firearm in a place where they are kidnapping every day and night? Who approved all those firearms for all those Fulani S-men? All those AK-47, who approved them? And since when civilians started carrying firearm around in Nigeria? This should even be the question.
And excuse me, my brother, did you know that even there was a time Buhari ordered everybody to submit their weapons? These Fulani herdsmen go about with AK-47 in people's farms. I don't know who gave them the license to carry guns and be moving. They are not security agencies. They are not soldiers. But how can cow rearers be carrying firearms, entering people's farms? Man, you see, I told you, you are talking about Africa. You see that Africa, they want to use their hand and set the continent ablaze.
And if this issue is not thoroughly dealt with, there's going to be a problem, because as it stands, no Fulani herdsmen will ever cross or go to any place close to Uromi, because if they do, what happened a few days ago will still happen again. Because you can't come to and from Uromi, you can't come to our home, start killing us, raping our women, killing our children, then you will just tell us to keep quiet.
It's not done. It's not done.
Because you are Fulani,
no.
Or because your father owns Nigeria. We are all product of Nigeria. Nobody is better than each other when it comes to Nigeria. Nobody is a first-class citizen than the other.
Normally, anybody that touches a citizen of Nigeria, if you commit a crime, you go for it. That is how it is supposed to be. You cannot go to, even in the first place, nobody is supposed to encroach on people's farms. Nobody. You are not supposed to even enter people's land, somebody's private property. You're not supposed to do that. Let's hear from Anthony.
This is just what I just want to say. Let me allow the other person to speak. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me hear from Anthony, please. So anybody that wants to speak, you can make a request. I'll bring you in before we continue. Anthony, you can speak now, please.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Good afternoon.
You're welcome.
So I am also from Uromi. Uromi is the capital of Esa tribe in Edo State, sir.
Okay.
So, but I am based abroad, but I've been hearing stories about Fulani men are harassing us in the farms. This is not the first time, sir. The reason why the youth became like this is because all the other times, nothing was done. Our king, our traditional ruler, is called the Onoje. The Onoje of Uromi did not do anything. Policemen were there. You understand? There is even a big influential political family called Aneni. If you have heard of that name, Aneni. That family, they didn't do anything. Ransacking Uromi. You understand? Uromi is not in my side. Uromi is not a small village. Uromi is like the main place in Isha. It's like the main place. You understand? They are not supposed to do that. You are claiming to be headsmen. Okay. You are a headsman. You are smuggling AK-47s. You are smuggling knives, smuggling pistols, smuggling handguns, even locally made guns. For what? Who are you going to go and kill? Who are you going to destroy? They have infiltrated so much that they are challenging army, our Nigerian army, in hand-to-hand combat and in gun combat in the north. They are challenging our army. So imagine their influence. Fulani is one of the biggest tribes in West Africa. So they are in Nigeria.
They are not the biggest tribes in West Africa, please.
No, I said one of the biggest. So they are in Nigeria, they are in Chad, they are in Cameroon, they are in Mali, they are in Senegal. So we don't even know if these ones are even Nigerians, or if they are from Niger, or if they are from Chad. Because they are normally known as nomads. So they walk about West Africa. So they can come from anywhere. Come to your land, massacre you, uproot your cassava, uproot your farms. When you were explaining, I liked your analysis, how you broke it down from Benue State, how it started when they were ransacking Benue, that even the governor had to come and beg the government, please, they are killing my people, and they did nothing. The governor then was Otom, that was his name.
Otom, yes, somebody Otom or whatever. Yeah, Otom.
Nothing. They went to Kogi, they massacred people in Boko, in Kogi State.
Excuse me, Adlan, make a request. If you want to speak, you make a request, I'll bring you up. You need to make a request. I'm not seeing your request. Keep talking, Anthony.
They came down from Kogi. They started entering all the states. They tried to enter River State. They were killed and pursued there. This is not the first time they are entering Edo. The first time too, they were chased out. They went to the east, tried to enter Abia. It did not work. Now they went to Enugu. Now they have come back to Edo again. They are just trying to go to places, and their aim is just to feed their cows and destroy farms.
This is not their aim. There is a hidden agenda. This is not their aim. I don't think.
Speaking about hidden agenda, I feel that the government is using them to create fear, because you can only control people that are scared. So the government is using them to create insecurity so that Nigerians will be scared and they will just accept this bad government and not want to change.
This is not. They have. There is they have an agenda. Let me hear from the next person. Look, before let me hear the. Please, Anthony, hold on. Let's hear from the next person. This is okay.
Yes, I am. Uncle, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh dear man, this thing that happened at Uromi, it's a very sad thing, you know. And I'm just going to quickly correct Mr. Anthony. I respect your view, you know, but I don't think Nigerian government they have anything to do with the eye of these people, most especially the current president. If you're talking about Buhari, I might say yes. You understand me? Because they're all Fulanis and their agenda is an existential threat. You understand me? But I'm not sure. I'm not a supporter of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but I'm not sure if this present government knows anything about it. But I mean, insecurity has been going on for a long time in Nigeria, and this is some of the reasons why Nigerians are suffering. Why then they talk? Even power here and there. You understand me? The Fulanis, they need to You need to change their ways. You understand me? And their main agenda is something that Oyibo people call existential threats. That means they want to take over the land that does not belong to them. You understand?
Excuse me, Agility, I did not see your request. Let me send a request to you. Keep talking, please.
Okay, I really respect the gallant vigilantes in Uromi. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Some people might actually say that what the heck is this guy talking about? Because these so-called guys that some miscreant tagged as hunters, they're hunters by the day, but then they fight people for nights. You understand me? And if they allow them to go scot-free, only God knows what could have happened to the people of that community. You understand me? Because you can't call yourself a hunter and you're coming from hundreds of miles away from one part of the country with all kind of arsenals, rifles, cutlass, this, that, and what have you. And they even have massive stash of cash on them. Where are they getting that kind of money from? Over 100
Even why should they be carrying weapons without license? If everybody should be carrying, okay, if it is like that, everybody should carry weapons now. They don't have the monopoly to be carrying weapons without license. Do you understand me? Because anybody who carries weapon can do anything at night. This is not even something to talk about.
You see, the question that we all need to keep asking ourselves is, what are they doing with over 100 million, even 15 million? They are hunters. They are bloody hunters. Eh? Do they see any live animals with them?
They are not hunters, please.
And there's this thing that is always happening every now and then. Because I'm Yoruba, we've stopped quite numbers of trailer loads of these same Fulani people. And the trailers they go into, they ride into, they are Dangote trailers. Does Dangote have anything to do with these people? Because a lot of people and they think it's very coincidental, but it's not funny. Go on YouTube, go and check on Facebook. Every time that Dangote trailer, then they enter. What the heck is going on in Nigeria?
This is not a joke, because the killings, the same tribe killing Nigerians. I don't understand what the government is doing. Everywhere, the same tribe attacking Nigerians everywhere, and nothing is done about it. Where are the policemen and women? Where are the soldiers to stop these Fulani herdsmen? Where are they? And when they do these things, nothing is done to them.
And the fact is that we see these people.
What they would have done in Uromi, you'd have seen it on news. Fulani kill 100, 200.
They won't even carry it. They will not carry it because Nigerian mainstream media, they are complicit to this madness. Because they know if they carry it, maybe the government will strike them. We can't continue like this.
That is why we are here. That is why we speak up. That is why we speak up. We cannot all be cowards. Nobody, we live and die one day. Everybody will live and die. Nobody is afraid to speak. Do you understand me? Let me hear from Agility, please.
Say this lastly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a fight of Uromi people alone. This is a fight for Nigerians. And I'm not talking about the Fulani. Because even Hausa people, they come out and say they don't have anything to do with these animals. You understand me? The southern people of Nigeria, please, you need to stand tall. You understand me? Forget about the differences we have. The common enemy we have is this Fulani. Look at the whole of Yoruba Hausa land. They don't have one single...
Agility, mute your phone, please. I want to hear this, my brother. It's making sense, please. Keep talking, bro.
They don't have a single Hausa governor. All their governors are Fulanis. They have their own way of systematically... They will enter your system. They don't enter the Hausa people. As they are so helpless at this point in time. Do you want the same fate to happen to you southern people of Nigeria? I'm asking you.
Their main aim is to destroy indigenous tribes.
This is the reason why we all need to stand up, Paul. I swear to God, forget about it. Forget about them.
They come to a place
Antonio, allow him to talk. He has a point. Please speak louder. Let's hear you, please.
Thank you, sir. Do you know these people, they buy 2 Oba for Yoruba land? Nigerian government is not even talking about it last year. 2 Obas were paid by these idiotic Fulani people. Do you think it's a joke? Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you. Let's hear from Agility. Okay, let's hear from you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Uncle Rudy.
I see.
I start from here. I understand everything. Back then, 2013, this Fulani Janjaweed, they met me and my cousin brother in the farm. Then I was in Nigeria. They were 16 in number on market day. I'm from South. My mom is from Edo, while my dad is from Delta State. So we understand everything. But back then, they don't used to hunt people. What they did that very day, they collected our food. We were cooking in the farm. They lie me on the ground, finish everything. We are cooking rice and beans in the farm. Both the rabbit that the man trapped key, they caught it. The bush was very silent that I was about to escape. These people, they are 16 in number. In my own real Kurukuru eye, I have seen them. They killed somebody in my village then, back then. The man was carrying den gun. A retired police going to the farm. Because they sight the man with den gun, they moved the man. That was how the man lost his life. Last month here, February 2025, early last month, they killed a 23-year-old boy in my village in Delta State. Then the boys in the village went to set their place on fire at Umunedi. That one wanted to cause a war. This thing have been happening within Edo, around Edo, including Delta precisely. The government have not been doing anything. They went to people farmland, they destroy everything, and the people will be finding it difficult to feed themselves. If you go to Nigeria now, you see things are very difficult because our people they are afraid of going to their own farmland to plant or to harvest what they will eat in their stomach is very difficult for them. If not for the help of you guys based in diaspora sending money back home, our family could have been in danger by now. These people left all the way from the north, come to the south and hunt with den gun, and you call it den gun. If you have any opportunity, give anybody gun so that you know the power of gun. When the person is hungry and nobody is there, he can use the gun to do something drastic.
Correct.
You get it? Then, according to what Monkurudi said, that one is 100% anybody that is following the politics. Back then in Buhari regime, Governor Autumn of Benue State asked the Buhari government that these people are terrorizing our territory. We need a gun to defend ourselves. Buhari government refused to license gun for Autumn to form a group like vigilantes. Now, in South now, even I don't even know when the government approved a gun license.
Nobody approved the gun because, excuse me, there are top military officers that are shading them. Nobody, see.
I'm hearing from you. I wonder when people, I was in one platform right now. Somebody was saying that you can carry license gun to any year.
Please, excuse me, if you are not talking, excuse me. If you are not talking, you
Mute yourself now.
mute your telephone.
Mute yourself, I'm talking. So I have not gotten anywhere from news that the government have started licensing gun for individual. Then everybody have the monopoly to buy gun and license. How much is it? I will buy my own and license it. Then nobody have the monopoly of carrying gun. When me as a Southerner, I can't even carry knife. From Anambra to Lagos, I can't even carry anything. From the south to the north, you can't even carry anything. Then some people have the guts and audacity to take rifle or whatever, AK-47 to south, and you are telling me it's a licensed gun. To do what?
Okay, let's hear from the next, please.
You hunt in your territory. If you are a hunter, you hunt from your territory.
Okay, please, thank you.
That is my own.
We need to be speaking briefly so that others, there are so...
I am not supporting the jungle justice. It's wrong.
Okay,
but
thank you.
The reason why the jungle justice take place is that Uncle Rudy have said it. When they catch those people, they handed them over to the police. The police will leave them. What are we going to do? What is the solution right now?
Okay. Hold on, let's hear from the next, please.
Jungle justice.
Please, one after the other, please. Let's hear from the next.
For these people, what happened to these people? Now, this is a very good start off. Because you people don't know. This thing didn't just start now.
It started long while ago. This is what Nnamdi Kanu was telling everybody. People will say, Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Nnamdi Kanu is this. This is what this man was telling us then. These people started this thing. Let me tell you as I speak now, the whole eastern region, southern region, our bushes is surrounded by these people. They are loaded with ammunition and guns. They are only waiting them that signal will be given to them. They will see they will round us up and take over our land, kill our people. This is what they want to do. They have another agenda.
Is their intention is their intention? Are they trying to Islamize Nigeria?
Yes, this is one of
everybody.
it. This is one
I
of
think
it.
so.
This is one of it. And if you watch very well, all these people that are in so even they have backup, serious strong backup. You see this Iran, all these people, they are behind them. That will sponsor to make sure that they will kill the whole Christians and then they Islamize Nigeria. This is the agenda. This is the agenda. If we don't wake up now, you people are just talking and making, you people don't even know what is going on now. If we don't wake up now and defend Eastern region and Southern region, it will be too late for us. I'm telling you, it will be too late for us.
Let's hear from the next, please.
Yes, please. Can I quickly come in?
Okay.
Sorry, my brother. I just quickly want to drop something. Like this particular thing that happened in Uromi. Now, action deserves reaction. Those guys, first of all, how did those guys even cross through all the borders before they got to Uromi? So there was no control on the road.
You see, police checkpoints. Good points there. Police checkpoints.
So there was no police checkpoint on the road. There was no general control on the road. So that means the country is not secure.
They don't use to search these people. They don't use to stop it and
they make us understand now that country is not even secure. And number two thing, the traditional ruler of every a state like that, they should be cautious too. Because Uncle Rudy, I'll tell you something. I'm from a Edo state. I live in a village called Ekosodi.
Okay.
Before all those Fulani, before they come into Ekosodi, they see our traditional rulers. We don't even know about these things. They see all those little communities. Before they will bring cow inside the community, they send message to the traditional ruler in that place. So the traditional ruler there, whatever we are going through as the masses of the village there, it still boils down to the leader of that village. Because all those people now, they cannot just arrive into Uromi without even sending a message like they are arriving in Uromi. They should, the traditional ruler of that Uromi, they should even still ask the man questions.
I'm from Uromi. That our Onoji, the man sold us out.
Okay, those are the
sold us out. Don't mind them.
It's not only the government. The traditional ruler, you are the one. Okay, we don't see the government, we don't see the president, but you as our Onoji or our king or our queen, you people, our life is in your hands. But they don't even care about us. They are selling us too. They are the ones selling us. A lot of people don't even go see them.
Okay, now please, Efosa, let's hear from somebody else, please. Okay.
Yes, me, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Uncle Rodi, for this platform. I really commend you, and I appreciate everything you've said today.
Thank you.
There is something I want us to know, and I want us to note it, write it down on our left palm so that we don't forget. There is an agenda.
Straight away.
We must now realize that there is an agenda.
Serious one.
The governor of our state is not a fool. Our kings are not fools. Somebody mentioned, they've sold us out, they've done this. No, they haven't. There is a special force that is higher than them involved in these issues. Okay? And the main thing they are trying to do is to destabilize us so that we have no choice, we have nothing to do, and paralyze that country completely. That is the agenda. And they have their men in high places who are collaborators of this agenda, and we always come in to make amends where they arrest them or where they get them or where they leak information. They always come in and bail them out and push them out. And these people are getting their support from the West.
Yes.
So they have control even over our government.
I don't think so. I don't think so. This I disagree with this, but keep speaking.
Let me
Okay.
land on Kurodi.
That's true. He's very correct.
Let me land on Kurodi.
Okay, I'm listening to you.
Correct.
Please. You see, I will give you an example. There is a place in the north where all these things started when we first started this Boko Haram and all this nonsense they were doing in the north. Our soldiers, the Nigerian army cannot get to certain places within our country, and the NGOs goes to that place, they go to that places, and they interact with these people. You need to listen to what an army general said a few months ago about trucks and trailers filled with ammunition and parked, run by NGOs in the north. Okay? And these drivers, they will park and say, yeah, there's a problem with the truck. And then they leave ammunition and food and all that there. And the second day, they just come and drive the vehicle away. The vehicle they claimed has a problem. And our soldiers have been ambushed in that region. They couldn't get there, but the NGOs can get there. The white people can get there, and there will be flights overnight. Helicopters, flights in those areas. I am giving you a perfect information. I'm not just blabbing. Okay? So, our government, Tinubu, as our president, knows what is happening. You understand? So they are trying to tackle this problem gradually, little by little, trying to give control to the military and trying to disband this group of people, these businessmen who are behind these atrocities. That is exactly what is going on in Nigeria, and I want us all to be aware of that. That is exactly what they are doing. So don't say our kings are sold out, our governors are sold out. It is because their hands are tight. They are power above them that they cannot say no to. Now, this is the solution. We have now to stop talking, because look, we've been talking for 10, 15, 16 years about all these problems. It is not going to change. Look, what happened today, there will be another event next tomorrow that we'll come here and talk about. Now, the solution lies within the populists. The solution lies between we, the indigenous, the Nigerians, the Africans. What are we going to do for our land? How are we going to defend ourselves from these collaborators? How are we going to stop them from coming to commit all these atrocities while we fold our hands?
Most especially
remember in the days in the north,
my brother, you have a point. We need to save Nigeria and Africa in general, because this seems there is a plan to overrun.
In the Niger region, in the early 80s, I don't know if you remember the story on Kurodi. In the early 80s, there was an army general when these people were using religion, whatever, and they were attacking Christians in the north, in the Plateau, and in Niger.
Yes.
And this general went and brought out arms and gave it to the Christians as well, and said, look, if they come after you, you kill them too. And when they saw there was a balance, they arrested him.
They tried him and played around, but because he was a retired general in the army, they let him go. I've forgotten his name, Kasaga or whatever. I can't remember his name now, but it happened late in the 80s. Now, we now have to fight. This is the time we need to come together and start fighting. Yes. Wherever there has been solutions in Africa, wherever there has been ways out, it often comes from people in diaspora. Even our independence came from people who came out and studied, and then they went back, because we get more awareness. We are more aware of what is happening in the West. When we live here, we see things, we hear things, and we know. Look, Uncle Roddy, let us not talking. Let us now begin to look for a solution. A solution in Nigeria is what we need now. It is not about talk anymore. It is now about fight. We now have to fight. Without bloodbath, Nigeria won't move forward. Africa won't move forward. And until we realize that, we'll just sit down and we let them slaughter the good ones among us. The people who will fight for us will sit down and watch them slaughtered, and nothing will happen. Because we populists are afraid to die. We are saying, no, I don't want to die, I don't want to do this. Fela has told us, nobody wants to die. We are suffering and smiling. If we go out and begin to make judgments, even to the politicians, they will sit tight. Remember Amici wrote to me from the South. He once said, the reason why Nigeria is what it is today is that we politicians are not stoned on the street. We were celebrated. We see them stealing our money, but when they come around the street, we celebrate them instead of attacking them. So please, let us begin to talk about solution. It is not about the problem.
I've heard you, my brother. Let's hear. A lot of people are waiting to speak their mind. Please, thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. There will be another problem next tomorrow. So let's come together, and the populists must come together, and we'll find a solution.
Hello,
I'm following you, Uncle Roddy.
Okay.
Hello,
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Roddy.
Let me say something, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lasana from Liberia. I just want to scratch on certain point. Mr. Roddy, yesterday you made mention about religion stuff, religion stuff affecting Africa. Even though I may believe that a little bit somehow, but if you look at this, the effect of Africa, honestly, we all depressed. I'm in the diaspora. I know what I'm facing. I'm facing racism, other stuff as a young person growing up. Sometimes if you don't know these things, when you travel, that's the only time you're going to experience those things. If you look at Africa as a continent today, the most effect part about African situation today, as we all see, is the weakness of our leader. We are very weak. And when we're talking about weakness, you should look at what brings weakness is that our African leader can never do it. They just believe themselves that they can do nothing on their own without the power of the West. That's how to do it. If you look at the West today, they're imposing any power on you, and you have to do it because what? You have no defense of defending yourself. When we say defense, number one, weapon. You have nothing that you can prove or defend yourself to say, oh yes, if somebody tell me to do this, I won't do it. Why would somebody tell you to do this and you say you won't do it? Which power you have? You have no power, you're powerless. That's why if the Western tell you, say, okay, we want you to do this, number one, your economy, you are poor in economy. So if they tell you do this, if you don't do this, we won't supply you this.
Well, I don't think it. I don't believe it is from the West. We are human beings. We cannot allow external influence to determine our future. So I don't believe. Let me hear from somebody else, please.
Unfortunately, Mr. Roddy,
that is some of the reason. Mr. Roddy, that is some of the reason.
That's the reason you don't know what is
the reason.
Okay.
say one thing here.
We are talking about Nigeria here, not Africa. Let's deal
with that. We are all Africans.
Let's deal with our problem first. Every African nation has a problem. Our problem in Nigeria is this. We have to deal with it as Nigeria first.
All right.
Before you can
before you go to outside your house. Work in your own house.
See you guys. These are some of the
Mr. Revolution, please. This is a general platform. Mr. Revolution. Mr. Revolution, excuse me. Let me speak now.
It's not discrimination.
Excuse me. Wait. Can I say something, please? Can I say something?
Yes.
Mr. Revolution, we discuss African affairs here, not only Nigerian affairs.
Yes.
Everybody, excuse me.
The topic of this
Excuse me. Other African.
It's not Africa.
Excuse me. Other African people have rights to contribute and say their mind.
I know. What I'm saying is that
Uncle,
we have to say this.
What is happening in Nigeria is not happening in other parts of Africa.
Please, we are all grown-ups. Excuse me, let me speak. We are all grown-ups. And as I'm making this video, please, let's have one thing in mind. There are people watching on YouTube. People are complaining that the same thing is happening in other African countries.
Of course.
The same Fulanis are giving problems in other, even in Ghana. Somebody spoke in Ghana, in Burkina Faso, in Cameroon. So this is African problem, not only Nigeria, but it's more in Nigeria. Nigeria is where they have a foothold, where they have people at the top shielding them. Nigeria is where they have their base. So please, we don't do
only their base. We have no border control. They can walk in through anywhere into Nigeria.
Africa. It's not
everywhere in Nigeria.
You live in Nigeria. That's why you are talking
that
about
one is
this.
the most important thing about
If you travel out of Africa,
from Niger, Libya, they walk in everywhere.
Okay, now please, let's speak one after the other so that we can understand each other. And
Uncle Reddy, please, may I say something?
okay, please, Latras, I think that's the name, please. And I want us to know, please, this platform.
The thing here that we're facing here is this.
Okay.
One is corruption. If you are a governor of a state and you cannot refuse to take money from one person to be bribed, therefore we are going to be in a problem. Nigeria has been in this problem for many years. We are here in Johannesburg, South Africa. People have been, Nigerians have been molested. Nobody says anything. But here, Nigeria is a nation that has a super resources. The president went to France. What did he go to do in France? What relationship do we have with France? What are we benefiting from France? So
Don't mind
these are questions. All those are questions that we have to put in our mind because French people were there in Senegal. I speak French, I'm a Nigerian. Now, why were the Senegalese chasing them away? Malian chasing them away? It's because of these things. So they are tapping into our uranium. That is just a simple thing. That's why they are trying to scare us so that we can go to that area and they will be taking our resources, taking it, finishing it. The same thing is happening in Congo. And the Eastern Congo is the same system that is coming to Nigeria. And the government has ignored the fact that this thing has been happening for many years and they do not intervene, they allow it. They are just busy with taking billions. It's only in Nigeria you see a politician taking trillions of naira or dollars. Nobody tells him nothing. No one is jailed, nobody. And we are talking to cry for Nigeria. No way. It will never work.
Literals have been saying this on this platform. Corrupt politicians, they steal money, nothing is done. It's a field day for everybody. They steal money, nobody questions them, nobody cares, they do what they want with the populace. It's sad.
The law is not implemented in the country. Nobody abide by the law. That's the reason.
Thank you.
If you don't abide by this law, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And this affects all globe side of Africa. All our leaders, they don't care. They only there for themselves and their family. Which all African leaders in the Western country, you can analyze the whole of Africa. Their mentality of our leaders is the same. No different.
Order of the day is becoming kidnapping in Johannesburg as well.
I'm telling you, the mentality of our leaders.
The Cameroonian guy, the other time, they collected 500,000 rand. Nobody, they can't be arrested, no one. So this thing is coming. We should prepare.
Okay, let's hear from the next place. Thank you, I appreciate you. Let's hear from Revolution. I've not heard from you. Revolution, say your mind now, please.
As you can see, my name Revolution. I like to say because I believe we're talking about Africa. I live in Nigeria, and I want to talk about, if I say Nigeria, it applies to Africa also. Somebody just said that in Johannesburg there are also kidnapping issues. Who are involved in the kidnapping in Johannesburg? I'm not going to mention tribe or names. What I'm saying is this: we just have to. Everybody has to balance your side, because what is about to befall this nation is not what it should be looking as if it's just a child's play. Every region has to balance their side. If the government have refused to license ammunition for you, it's not only gun that can kill. All that is can kill. Balance your side, because we don't have a police, we don't have anything in this country to secure. Because I was making a passage in that what happened in Uromi, that mob killing, jungle justice doesn't apply in 5 seconds, in 10 seconds. It takes hours to beat somebody and set ablaze. Where were the police? Where were the police? I'm against that's what happened there. But at the same time, people have been saying that mind, yes, things, but the bona fide is that everybody has to secure that territory. That's all what I have to say. Mm-hmm. Secure your territory. Thank you. I'm not going to say much.
I appreciate you. Let's hear from Maris, please.
Oh, can I say something?
Okay.
Bro, I must congratulate you. I love what you are doing, Kurubi. I love what you are doing. You see, the thing is that I love everybody here. I think we Africa, till we wake up, we have to take everything our own responsibility to save where we came from as an Africa. You understand me? So, like what happened I'm from Edo State anyway, you know. What happened in Uromi, I really support those youth, you understand me? So, in Nigeria, we don't have government. We only have wicked leader, we only have stealing leader. That's number one. Number two, you see all those religions, all those there's one of the problems we are having in that country called Nigeria, you understand me? So, like the West, I live in the Western world. You have been in so many European countries, you know. Those European countries, I was having Holland man when I was Holland man. I said, why you guys were not the one that brought Christianity to Africa? I said, but the way Africa are Washington, it is not the same Jesus Christ. You said he came to die. I said, the way people are treating people, I don't think that Jesus Christ, he's so honest and die for a black man. A black man say. You understand me? See, the man just laugh. You understand me? See,
please, if I bring you in, mute your telephone and allow the person to speak. Speak, please. Mute your telephone, please. Okay, keep talking, please.
You know what the man told me? He said he has to be honest with me. You understand me? He said we are the real people. We are the one that gave birth to them. He said we have to forget what those people are telling us. You understand me? So he said it's been why people have been lying to us. You understand me? This people their forefathers have been lying to us. You understand me? So I see this era. You said we are in a civilized world. This era, people are still carrying cow all over the streets of Nigeria.
It's a shame, please. Sylvester Osagie, please. I made a video, and we are going to keep speaking up about it. And action has to be taken. And the action, we need the leaders need to take drastic action, especially these roaming up and down with cows all over like animals. There is no place. There is no place. Is done.
I have to tell everybody. He said we have a 36 state in Nigeria. Like the south, east, south. We just have to be. We have to be very careful. That's what we are saying. They mean what they are doing. You understand me? So everyone have to be ready. You understand me? So just what happened in Uromi. Other states, you say it does not concern because they happen for Edo State. Just remember, maybe a month from now will also happen in other states. You understand me? So all those northern, what happened to Deborah? What happened to Benue State? Where you guys was there? Where you guys were blind? You understand me? So now it happened to you. Say you are bringing fight. We are ready. We are waiting for you guys. Bring the fight to Edo State. We are all waiting. So that's just my own submission. You understand? They should come. We are waiting for them. That's just like God bless you, bros. God so much bless you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Africa. Those are our leaders. They are fools.
We are making more videos. Osage, I appreciate you. Let's hear from Maris. I think Maris is the name, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to also thank Mr. I don't know if it's Andafo, or I don't know how to pronounce it.
Alamfo.
Yes, I just want to appreciate him.
whatever he said here, he gave you a high intelligence, information that most people are taking for granted. I have known this for quite a long time, but he just dish it out there. If we must take him serious, whatever he said here is actually the most accurate information that we are just reading about, beating about the bush without actually understanding the real thing. The major problem we are facing today is actually those what's it called? What do they call them again? Those NGOs that you know, or you may not really know. For instance, the USAID. Then you have the British. You have the British equivalent. I don't know if you know about the group they call the DFID. It's called Department for International Development in the UK here. All these people you see, they are not coming to develop anything for you. They are there to destabilize your nation. Your government does not have their own policy. Whatever policy their policy formulation comes from them, both the America, Britain, France. They are there to make policies that is not beneficial to your own nation, but for them, they are the priority. So, and each time, I know somebody was asking the question, what was Tinubu doing in France? Tinubu came to power not because he won an election. They imposed him, and while imposing him into power, they already listed all his previous profile for him.
Thank you very much, Marriage.
They listed that to him. So each time he tried to deviate from their policy, they will call him back. He said, look, you remember in 1979, you remember 1973, so they will show him all that, to call him back to order. That's what they do. And that's one. Now, I just want to ask some of us a question. In Borno State, I just want to use Borno State for instance. In Borno State, there are 36 different NGOs, operating there. So what is so special about Borno that all of them are struggling to squat within that small space? Now, what happened? In most of the areas, for instance, in 2 weeks ago, or even less than 2 weeks ago, there's a military barrack in Baga that was captured by the ISWAP. Nigerian army tried to do reinforcement. They couldn't. But do you know that the hillocks of British hillocks, French hillocks, American hillocks, they were moving into there and coming out without being hurt? Nobody kidnapped them. Nobody arrested them. Please, if you are not speaking, you mute your telephone, please. Keep talking. Yeah, so you see all those NGOs, they move in and out there. Nobody hurt them. But Nigerian army, Nigerian police cannot even move there. Why? They are the sponsors of all the whatever going on there. In the northwest, in the likes of Niger State, Zamfara State, Katsina State, all these areas, you have, even in Zamfara State, they have an airstrip where their plane flies in and out. Nigerian government does not even have access to the airstrip in Zamfara State. They use it to land their plane and fly out, bringing materials. If you know when I say materials, you know what I mean. To all those criminals. So if you people don't understand what is going on, we are just wasting our time beating about the bush. The same thing that the Liberian guy that made a comment, what he was saying is exactly the truth. Whatever that's going on in Liberia is exactly the same thing going on. Agility, please mute your telephone, please. Thank you. Agility, mute your telephone, please. Thank you. Same thing going on. If you had listened to the president of Burkina Faso, somebody's making noise. It's actually a big distraction. Agility, please mute your telephone. Yeah, thank you. I'll keep talking. If you listen to Burkina Faso's president, the young man,
Traore.
Yeah, yes.
Traore.
There was a statement he made not quite long ago. It was within 2 weeks ago or thereabout. I posted it on my wall, and he said he was actually in English because I think he spoke a bit in English, and he was making a statement. on how France in particular, sent all their military personnel to come and demoralize the Burkinabe's military forces, to destabilize them. Each time they try to go to attack all those elements, all those terrorist groups, French soldiers give information firsthand to those elements, and also try to force the Burkinabe's military not to attack some of these areas. So, and this by was because they were asking questions. Why did he overthrow the government? He said this is the reason why he overthrew the government, because their former leader was compromised. He was compromised. How? He was actually trying to enforce the policy of French people into their country. And not only French, including America. They are all involved in this. They may not come out openly, but they use their resources, use the black workers, they use the USAID, and the rest of them. France have their own, I forgot what they call it. Okay, my brother, we've heard you. Other people are waiting to speak to. So this is exactly what. So all this destabilization you are seeing here and there is sponsored by foreign elements. The foreign element, those Western people you see, they are not your friend. I don't know. You just spoke it. Let's hear from Tom Shi. Please, I appreciate you for your contribution. Let's hear from somebody else. A lot of people are waiting to speak. Please, let's hear from Tom Christ or Tom Shi. Hello, are you there?
Tom Christ.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Please, you are welcome. Please don't play music. Don't play music, please, because of copyright.
No, I'm not playing music. It's just it's just the TV on my
okay.
Shop. Sorry, let me look it down another minute. Thank you. Sorry about that. But I really appreciate the contribution to this forum, and so much. It's very enlightening. And to be honest, I just want to contribute a little to what you guys are saying. Basically, Nigeria is a is far way beyond what we are all thinking. As just what this our uncle just said, Zimata has just said right now. Yes, I understand that foreign Western world is contributing to all this still going on. But at the end of the day, my question is, why are we opening the road for them? And why are we looking forward to them? Like our leaders, why? Because they are not capable of themselves, because they have done so many atrocities that they are holding on our leader to. That's number one. Number two, do we really need Western world now to survive in Africa in general? As present now, at the world that have gone so far, if you check everywhere in the world, I was in Canada a few years ago. The Nigerians in Canada are doing greater as you ever think of the whole of Canada. Nigeria, they are the one who are doing greater compared to others nationality that was there. I based in Dublin, I based in Ireland, but I went there most of the time. So don't talk of the Nigerians in US, in other part of the world. So if we all should come together and say, okay, you know what, enough is enough. Let's do something. Let most of us go back home and say something. Do you think we actually need Western world? We don't. So my question still remains the same: is why our leaders still giving them the space? Because they're capable of themselves. As they said, they are criminals, they are looting. The only way they can save their health is when they can go there and hide. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? So I want them to actually stop blaming those people, because this is your house. And just like you have in your own house, you mortgage your house or you buy your house, and somebody came and knocked at your door, you have right not to open. You have to say, this guy, can you through your window, and you don't have to open for the person? You don't open for the person, and he can't do you nothing. Highest he can do is, okay, fine. If it doesn't help, somebody else will give you the same contract, want to come out and give it to you. So to me, I feel like blaming those guys, Western world, I feel like it's time for us to actually pull back and put that statement out of our side. Now, let's face our leaders. Our leaders are our Africa problem. There's nothing else. And two, our youth we are not still yet ready to fight. That's what Trump said last time. Trump said Nigeria youth are not ready. Trump said that word, which I actually support the guy. He said Nigeria youth are not ready because they are the most strengthened youth that I've ever seen in this world.
Fearful, very fearful.
How many soldiers do we have in Nigeria that are going to keep the whole youth in Nigeria? How many? I believe the youth are more than the soldiers we have to start with. That's fine. 3, I know the Western world will involve, but by the time they see the drastic action taken, say, okay, you know what, this is bloody right now, we're ready, we're done. I think we'll head somewhere. Another question to that answer is, who is going to stay at the front? Who's going to lead that war? Even me here, I'm in Western world here. I won't say I'm doing good, I won't say I'm doing bad. I'm tired of being here. I'm a self-employed here. I work self-employed. I still work with our HSC here in Ireland HSC here. But I'm tired of working for them. I don't want to go home. I will take my knowledge back home. But where will I start back? I was home in Nigeria in December. I was fed up already.
Yes, everybody's fed up. My brother, everybody's fed up. Let me hear from Famous American, please. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you. We are all fed up. That's why we are here, looking for a solution. Let's hear from Famous American. Please, thank you. I appreciate you.
Good morning, everybody.
We are listening to you.
I am so happy that once again.
Please, if you are not speaking, mute your telephone. Thank you.
I'm so happy once again that this kind of topic is happening on this platform this morning again. There's been a lot of dialogue. There is nothing everybody is saying here that I've not heard 1,000 times, at least a lot of times every week. The truth is that everybody is saying nothing but the truth. Whether it's a great manner or not agreeing with some people to what they say. But the good thing is that we are all concerned. We are all aware.
It's well. Please mute your telephone, please. If you are not speaking, let's hear him very well. It's well. Mute your telephone.
It is high time that we face this fear of our life. They are not as much as us. Like the other brother that just finished talking says, who is going to lead it? I'm abroad. Some of us here, we are abroad. How do we want to lead? How do we want to stop in our generation, the Western?
Please, if I bring you in, you mute your telephone so that we can hear who is speaking. Please, mute your telephone. Thank you.
If we look very well, we'll find out that who we are gaining as people who live in the Western world is lesser than what we are losing. We pray that one day our fruitful land, Nigeria, nothing is wrong with it. But the people inside of it, the political tyrants that we are the problem of our time. Mercy. Let me hear the floor. Another person to speak.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. It's well. Now you can speak, please.
Okay, I wanted to say something.
Okay, please say something quick because let me then hear. Say something quick, please.
On this area, number one, we should ask ourselves questions: is Nigeria worthy for us to sacrifice ourselves for because of our political leaders? Because when you look at a nation like Nigeria, if you are losing yourself, look at the issue of SARS, where people were killed. Who is brought to book? Nobody was arrested for that. No one was arrested for the atrocities of just a mere, chantering on the street that we don't want this, we don't need this, we don't need that. And the armies were shooting. And they killed people. No government officials were arrested. No governor of the state was arrested for that. No general was arrested. No police commander was arrested. That's number one question. We should be asking ourselves, is this nation worthy for me to go and face it?
Good question. Number two, okay.
Are we ready to go and face it if we have to? And who is going to go? The gentleman also said it, the one from Ireland. He said so. It's the same thing. So We cannot be just booting about the bush. Thank you, Mr. Rudy. You are coming up with something, but I don't know if we have to tap into one of the governors to get, let one of them be on this platform. Let them know that Nigerians are crazy, they are mad about what is happening in our nation. And third one, the airport, if you are traveling, all the officials that are corrupt. There was a time I wanted to travel to a lady from my friend's wife traveling to South Africa. They said I should pay clearance fee. I'm like, what is clearance fee? I'm not carrying goods. They said, no, it's a first timer. I said, what does it mean? Then I asked the gentleman, I said, do you know what? Somebody is moving from hell. I'm sorry to use the word. Somebody is moving from hell. You're still holding him. Is this place not hell? For us to be living and becoming everywhere. I mean,
Latrell, we've addressed that. I've made a video about that. Let's hear from the next person. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Let's hear from Iswell. Maybe you joined us recently. Let's hear from Iswell, please. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, good morning, my brothers. You see, the issue that we have in Nigeria is beyond just this surface that we are seeing it. A lot of us, some of us did not really know deeply what is going on in Nigeria. What is going on in Nigeria is beyond the economic activities. You see, something gave birth to the hardship. Something gave birth for things that are not working or functioning. Something gave birth to how Nigeria is being managed, and something gave birth to how our senators are agreeing and disagreeing in the chamber. Something gave birth to the violence you are seeing today. Something gave birth to all these crises you are seeing. And those things that gave birth to all these things, they are the foundation of the problem that Nigeria is passing today. They are the problem. And this problem is like upon which the country is being built today. Until it is rooted out, any policy that you make in Nigeria that works in China, that works in Indonesia, that works in other places, it will not work in Nigeria because of that foundation.
Which foundation is that?
Good. See, one is that Nigeria has never come to reality that they need a country to protect. Nigerian has not come to the reality that they don't need religion. Until Nigeria will sit down and they tell themselves or us that for the sake of who we are and what we are and where we are going to, anything religion push away, anything tribal and whatever sentiment push away, then let that country be built upon the solid rock of law, of who we are, of where we are heading to. Nothing will work without that. Take for instance now, if you look at Nigeria, you see that what is happening now is your criminal is better, my criminal is better than your criminal. If you look at Nigeria now, you see that you cannot even trace an individual to his house address. If you look at Nigeria...
My brother, we've spoken about all these things, security, because it's...
If you look at the problem that Nigeria have is human problem, not economic problem. Human problem. How can you unite? How can you unite the Igbos with the Yorubas with the Hausas with the Fulanis? That is the foundation.
That is, you are telling me, excuse me, sir, you are saying that Nigeria was built on a faulty foundation.
Bless you.
Okay, now, okay, what's the solution now? And you see, excuse me, when I ran my program, I spoke about the differences in religion, in culture, in languages, and so many other differences, which is also hindering the progress of the nation. Now, what is the solution? Because the country seems not to be moving forward.
Okay, the solution is this. You see, when there is problem, and when problem is being identified, that means there is a solution already. The solution now is those things that you mentioned now that are the problem. How can we fix it? It's those things that we need to fix. We need to fix those foundations that are cracked ones. We need to fix that unity. See, what we want in Nigeria now is the only thing we want in Nigeria is one thing. We want unity.
Okay, this is something that might seem very hard to achieve, but let me hear from, thank you for your contribution. I want to hear from Reigns. Let's hear from Reigns, and then the next will be the wise man. Let's hear from Reigns now. Reigns, are you there, please? Okay, let's hear from the, okay, now.
You may be?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. Thanks for bringing me up. I'll be here with you since there was 11. So, I'm listening to In and Out, and I want to really appreciate you for your good work.
Thank you.
And for crying out loud, because this is how we recognize good leaders, not rulers. What we have in Africa, in Nigeria, they are rulers. We don't have leaders. So the problem, what I see where the problem is now, are beginning to generate itself. So we want to recognize those people, because when you are buying a product, you have to know the owner and the makers of your product. So the people who own those cows, we want to know the owners. We want to know who are responsible for their sponsor, who is pushing them across the country. So we want to know them and call them to others to know how to put their cows in orders, because that is where the number one problem is coming from. We are securing ourselves in our locality. We have our vigilantes. See, the police and the federal government have failed their responsibility. They have failed us woefully. They have failed to take the responsibility. So now they want to use the people to trade as the politicians to reward their slave masters, which we said no to. So we want to know what is the responsibility of the federal government over the citizens. Look at me now. I reside in Italy. I relocated to Italy, but I discovered that it's a wrong country for us to be. I'm even sick and tired of staying here. I am planning to return to my own country, but where am I going to start from?
That's the question. That is the question.
Yeah, where am I going to start from? If I thought you have money to establish, what is your security? What is the major thing that we know, okay, I have it. Like here where we are now, we have been denied. We have denied already. We denied,
Reigns, my brother, please.
They deny us access to our medical doctors. They deny us access to our bank, money in the bank. They deny us everything. So what is the next thing to do? Just to go back to your country. That's what they want. They don't want to tell you. And most of them even tell you, what are you doing in our country? Why did you leave your country to this place? You people are living better.
Reigns.
So, my brother, yeah, I'm hearing you.
I don't know when you started following this page. And we've run a lot of program here where I spoke about investment in Africa. You said you are tired of staying in Italy. And please control the background noise. You said you are tired of staying in Italy. If you go back to Africa, if you go back to Nigeria, as you said, is your investment safe? That's the question. Because if there is something like fire incidents, your investment will be gone. We don't have firefighters or things like that. So before you talk about returning back to Africa to invest, your investments, are they safe? That's the question. Let me hear from the wise one, please. I appreciate your rains. Let's hear from the wise one, the wise man.
Thank you. Yeah, I just started following you today, so thank you, sir.
Okay, please, thank you. And mute your telephone, I appreciate you. Wise man, let's hear from you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Uncle Arodi.
I hear you.
I appreciate this your program. I'm also happy to be a part of it.
Okay.
You know, our country, you know, I can say our rulers, because I don't really think we have leader. Leader care about people that leader care about the people they are leading. Yeah. Because what they fail us, yeah, I can say that openly. Presently, now what we really need now, you and I know that we need state security, state police.
That's the truth.
It's hard. That is the number one thing. Secondly, you know, we need a country where all the system will be working. What do I mean by this? There's what they call law, equal rights, law working, whether you are rich, you are poor, we have the same law. I'm in Italy here. I'm being Italy here. Everything's working. They are not Christians the way we carry it in our head. They don't carry Christian in their head. They are not Christian, I can tell you this, but they are law-abiding citizens. They respect the law because they know if they sin against the law, then we judge a commoner the way they judge president. Then we judge president the way they judge commoner. Nigeria is a country where if you have money, it's very conducive for them to constitute nuisance, to patronize all manner of demonic acts, you know, because of their money. They have the money because the system is not working. This is what we are passing through. Any position, leading position someone occupy, you want to use it because it has a little money, you want it. The system is not working, my uncle.
It's not working at all. It's a disappointment. It's not working.
This is what we want. People keep on campaigning since I was born with light and road. This is the system we find ourselves. Light and road. Light and road. This one will come and go. This one will come and go. We that call ourselves, we are the youth, we are the leaders of tomorrow. Which example, I, as a wise man, which example am I really giving? Which contribution am I really making to that country? Which effort have I been making? That will make people that is looking into me as a person say, yes, this is a leaders of tomorrow. I'm sorry to tell you, not only our leaders that fail us, we ourselves, we need to examine ourselves. In any situation, anything we find ourselves, be a market person, be this one, they want to use it in any slice of opportunity to enrich themselves.
It's true.
Personal interest everywhere. No, the system is corruption are eating it deep. This is what I just want to talk.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
Already,
you.
I have something to say, please.
Okay, please.
Thank you. You see, if you look very well now, you're already introducing Sheyi Tinubu. I hope he's not trying to run for any office. Nigerians, please and please, watch out very well. Don't go for another pass around and pass down generation of a rich people to generation of another rich people. Watch out. Don't vote for that guy. It's not going to change anything for you. Period. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Let's hear from Senator, and then we round it up now. Let's hear from Senator, then take a break.
Good afternoon, Korili.
You are welcome. We are listening to you.
Thank you very much, sir. First and foremost, this incident that happened in Uromi, I will say, are they happy? I will say yes. But before some of us get me wrong, let me just quickly go through my own opinion. It's an incident when we say.
Please speak English. There are so many non-Nigerians on this platform listening to you. Please.
Okay. If I said something is good, I don't know how to put it. It's not something that even eyes can see. That the inner will be happy over it. Well, I'm from Uromi anyway. When I saw this incident, it was something that is not even good to see at all. So my own little trip on this is that because this issue that just happened is an eye-opening. One, thank God that most of us we are living outside the country. Normally, some of us work from Monday to Sunday. Sometimes from Monday to Friday, from Monday to Saturday. Now, the only place we call home that we can go back, maybe if we have a break, maybe like 1 month, 2 months to go and just stay there and enjoy ourselves and be good and be okay. There is problem here and there. Like majority of us will be our weakness. We are in Europe here or we are in another country. We can move freely at night. We can move freely at night without no problem. But in our own land, we call it mother home. There are times that will be maybe at night, maybe at 8, 10, your people will start be calling you, come back home. Because this is insecurity, there is somethingness. Because it's something that the government, because like one of our brothers was saying something just now before I heard it and I came up. You know, these people, these are our political leaders, we call leaders. They are not really helpful. Anything that we crop down the system of a country is something that if there is people that are terrorizing that place, you know, it's something that because this place I'm saying it because I'm from there, because it's not today.
My brother, there is excuse me now, you know, there is something, to be honest, there is something I discovered about Nigeria. Nigeria, I mean, it's a country where the tribes that make up the country have different interests. And I discovered Nigeria never had patriotic leaders. Most of the leaders we've had in the past came there just for their pockets and their families. Do you understand what I mean now? And the way I see the country, man.
Sir, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming. Because they have been saying this kidnapping issue for over 5 years, to the extent the indigene have to march to the traditional rulers, to march everywhere to tell the present, the past government and the present, the past government, that the present government took over last year, that this is the problem they are they are facing in the community. Nobody seems to hear them out. You know, because when they saw these guys, normally, as according to their rating, they are hunters, which we don't really know. I don't know. I'm not there. I will not judge anybody. But you know, when something is too much, the heart.
Please, if you're not speaking, mute your telephone, please.
When the heart is bleeding, anything can happen. So, because even this incident that happened, let's take our mind back. What happened to Deborah some years ago? Then there were presidential election then. I remember, I will quote, one of the presidential candidates then, Atiku Abubakar, he tweets, he commend the acts. Immediately, when they not told him, they called him the other. You know, say you are in one of the presidential.
Excuse me, Senator, please. Let me tell you something. I said, the different ethnic groups we have in Nigeria, they all have different interests. You know, you heard what I said. The Northerners, the Southerners, everybody have. That's why the country is not moving on. Muslims are protecting their interests. Christians are protecting their interests. The whole thing is messed up. There is chaotic.
That is the major problem we have in our country.
Finish.
Because like now, we don't have any other country. like anything that happens now, we are in Europe, we are in another country. Anything that happens, we have to go back to our own country. So the country we call our own now, maybe all these things is happening in the east, it's happening in the west, it's happening in the
Maris, please mute your telephone. Maris, mute your telephone, please.
It's happening in the south everywhere. So where are we going to? Where are we running to? So the best thing, the best option, I was thinking maybe what we will just do, because one day, because something, a flame of fire started with just a stick of matches. Because one of these days, I believe revolution is going to hit that country very soon. Because we cannot keep quiet anymore.
No.
Because our country is going down, is going down, which we that are in the Western world, we know how things work here. Our system is not working. Our system is not working. It's dying day by day. It's dying day by day. Look at what is happening now. We want to go and do your stuff in embassy. You want to go do something in your country, in whatever. They will delay air out of you, collect a lot of money.
Because you are not the same with the people in service. You are not the same. When you are, you see the thing killing what? Excuse, I don't want us to go back. See, you go to an office, you meet somebody from a different tribe or somebody from a different religion. The person will make life difficult for you. Please.
Like me talking now. I stayed in Italy. Go to Italian embassy. Act like they will make the hell out of you after collecting a lot of something for you, because it's just something that we just talk and nothing is going to change. I don't know. Well, I guess just my own little way to I want to contribute for now.
Well, I appreciate everybody who joined. You've all heard me and you've all heard your opinions. I want to take a break. I've given everybody a chance to speak their mind. Hopefully one day, maybe the problem will solve itself. Yes. The way it is going, the problem one day is going to solve itself. That's it. Because since the leaders have refused to do something.
This is big parable, sir. Uncle, this is big parable. You have said it.
Yes, now. Yes. One day, the way it's going, one day the problem will solve itself. That's it. The way it is going, since the leaders have refused to do something, you see, and people are becoming impatient. People have had enough. People have had enough. People cannot take it anymore. What you saw happen in Uromi was people vented their anger. They couldn't take it anymore. They have cried out to the government. People keep crying out to the government. Nothing done.
Sorry to just say this before you go. Did you know many people in this room where I am, they are afraid to even push some of valuable properties, some valuable things through Tinker Island because of they seize it. Some people don't have documents. They say, okay, let me bring everything. Let me take everything to my own country so that anytime I can live here. Those things, my dear brother.
I know this. Please, what's the name? The wise man. This is something we've been through for many years. We know about this. The whole thing is messed up. Why do you think we come here and we speak?
What is happening in that country, Nigeria? I don't know, God.
This is why everybody, all hands should be on deck. We all need to speak up. We all need to speak up. And if you don't speak up, if you don't defend your territory, your region, you might be. By the time you are done staying in Europe here, maybe you go back and you meet another people in your village. If you don't take time, maybe by the time you return back, or another people have taken over your village, and that is.
Uncle Rudy, please, can I say something?
You are free, please. Yeah.
Okay, now you see, we keep saying this thing. Let's defend our territory. Let's defend our place. Now, take for instance, we have governors, and our governors
are all called the chief security officer. Why the same governor who is the chief security officer cannot even appoint his own commissioner of police. The commissioner of police has to be appointed by Abuja, and he does not even have a direct command to that police commissioner. So the police commissioner is in his state is answerable to the federal whatever. Exactly. So and you said we said we are practicing federalism. In a true federal system of government, there are 3 tiers of policing. You have the federal police, like you have the FBI. We have the police department, which is controlled by the state, and you have the sheriffs, which is controlled by the local government. And the state police cannot sack the police that is employed by the local government. And the same thing, the federal police cannot sack a police. They are all independent. They work independently. And so when a state governor who is the chief security officer is not even empowered, does not have even the power to employ police. How many governors do we have? Excuse me. Merit, how many governors do we have? You see, power belongs to the people. If everybody will come out in mass and have one purpose. See, I told you the problem we have in Nigeria is the East, the Igbos will come up with an agenda, say this is what we want. Data set will pretend as if it's not their business. Yorubas, excuse me, let me come. Wait, Uncle Wills, just wait for a second. Now, can I shock you the more? Do you know that in the northern part, I mean in the core north, the one in the fringes, do you know that they have their own police? They call. I know this is. We know this. This is. Wait, no, I'm trying to make a point. Okay, we know this is. Those police. The Sharia police now. The Sharia police now. Yeah, there's a name. They have a name. I know this. So now, but do you know that they even arrest the Nigerian police? They arrest them. How can they arrest them and lock them up in their own cell? And nothing will happen. Abuja will say nothing. In Nigeria, can Amotekun arrest Nigerian police and they still exist? Can they do that and still exist? So these are actually a screwed nation. Our nation is not really one. The Hizbah police. Somebody wrote it now. The Hizbah. Thank you, Hizbah. So you see, the nation is not one. You have a religious police arresting a federal police, and nothing happens. Nobody questions them. In a federal government, nothing happens. And they even have sophisticated gun. They have sophisticated gun, but Amoteku or the one in the east, I forgot their names. Is it? I don't know the one in the east again. I forgot the name. They call it. They cannot even afford a gun. But this one have a AK-47. So you see, the nation is skewed. Something is not right. So if you say come out in mass to demonstrate. See, let me tell you. First and foremost, now you see what's going on now. For instance, what's happened in Uromi. Now a lot of people had it. People are being aware. People are losing patience. People that cannot bear it anymore. This is how it begins. Do you understand what I mean now? And especially with the help of social media, where people come and say their minds, spread the news, tell the world what's going on. People's mind. Now, Uncle Rudy. Now, okay, let us look at that Uromi saga. In less than 2 weeks ago, there was a massacre in Kaduna. More than 30 people. I saw a mass grave, and it didn't make news. In Borno State, army barracks were sacked, and more than 30 military were massacred. It did not make wave. I didn't even see the chief of army staff coming out to address the media. Nothing happened. So, and it has been happening time without number. In Enugu State, there's a place called Nsukka area. Some towns were being ransacked, massacred, and nothing happened. I spoke about it before you joined us. I spoke about it. I didn't hear anybody raise the alarm. So I am not in support of those that were massacred. Merit, please let me say something now. See, is it making wave? Excuse me, Mess. You see, you joined us lately. Before you joined, this was where and how, this is why I blame Nigerians. These things you pointed out now, I spoke about it when I began this program. What happened in Enugu Ezike, what happened, the village that 16 people were massacred, women and children, the villages, the indigenous of that village ran away. It did not make news. And this ones you are saying now. But you see, Nigerians will hear something. They will pretend as if it is not their business because it did not affect their region. This is what is playing out. When something happens to any place, everybody has to come out. We all need to come out and react to it. Because you cannot expect, I am a free-minded person. And that is why I chose to speak up. Because if you come to my platform, you see people from every tribe, every nation is here. And that is what this platform is made of. I don't do tribe. But I am urging us, whenever there is an injustice anywhere, we should all come out and condemn it. Do not turn a blind eye to an injustice because it did not affect you or your people or your tribe. That is wrong. Because if you don't, it will reach everybody. If you don't rise up, are you seeing it? You don't know who might be the next victim. This is why, when something is going on, when something bad is going on, don't say many, because if the criminals are not stopped, they will become bolder. They will keep expanding. They will keep coming out boldly. And one day you don't know who might be a victim. You don't know. When we talk about corruption, when I talk about, every day I talk about insecurity, we discuss politics. You see some people, you see, I am an old school. I have seen a lot. I told you guys I am depressed. I sit at home every day. I don't go outside. Life is boring in Europe. There are many times we wish to return back to our homeland. But where are you going to? You are going to meet insecurity. You are going to meet corruption, intimidation, oppression, tyrants in power. Where you as a poor man, your interest is not protected. You want to return to a country where everybody is not equal before the law. Go to a country where there are godfathers and cabals. Cabals are above the law. The godfathers are above the law. Their children are above the law. And when we are talking, you see some people act because you are eating chicken in Europe. You act as if nothing happened. You act as if nothing happens. Look, it's a shame. Look at the country Nigeria. Look at what's going on in Nigeria. How can, this is why, excuse me, this is why Europeans, Asians laugh at, you cannot see such happening anywhere. Where a group of people will arm themselves, go to somebody's village, unalive everybody there, women, children, and the government will not raise alarm, will not do anything. Fulani herdsmen will go to a village, unalive women and children, and the government it will be business as usual. The criminals will not be apprehended. I've never seen such a country before. And if you, okay.
Country where you will security that's supposed to secure a street will be given to one person.
What is the primary duty of the police and the
security that's supposed to secure a state will be given to one so-called person because he has money. He's selling water and those things for other people. A country where the law is not working. If you have money, you guide the law to yourself. It's a mess country.
Let's hear. Who else want to speak? I want to end the broadcast. I want to take a rest. Let me go and look for something else to do. Well, we're going to keep speaking. Somebody made a request. Let me bring the person in, and then we.
I just want to say this, because it's really painful. It's that time we rise up and say yes.
Thank you, Mr. Roddy, Uncle Roddy.
I appreciate you.
I've been watching you for a very, very long time. Let me just say one thing. Thank you so much. Please continue speaking for Nigeria, especially. Let me just quickly say this. I hope you find reasoning to what I'm saying. Let me begin with by saying this first of all. Egypt was a land ruled by Africans, black Nubians. Yeah, there was something they were doing that made the Europeans and the Saudis, the
Arabs,
Islam, they took over Egypt. And that's the same thing that's happening now in our black West African. Delta State, Igbo, all them places, Edo State, that juju you have in your village will ruin you people. You need to clear those things out. The Northerners are coming again. They took over Egypt. If you don't remove those your festival, because I'm from Delta State, I'm from Africa, I dealt Uropu. I know what we are doing. I'm in London today, and I want to go back to my village. I've built a house in there. I want to go back. At a point in time, I will go back. First of all, I don't like what we practice, and we think our rule, our African juju, our deities, our oracles, our whatever we are doing. We need to stop those things. It's not helping. God is not supporting us in any way. We need to get rid of those our juju that we have. If we don't get rid of it, it will overtake us and they will take over those lands. That's what they are chasing.
Are you telling us now juju is the reason why they are coming to...
Yes, you feel like don't agree, but this is what's happening. They've taken over Egypt already. And what Egyptians were practicing is what we are practicing today in Africa. I know my land now. We have a place, we have a shrine. They say our great grandfather, and Igbo people do it. Our father,
my brother, this is not the point, please.
All right, you don't agree.
No, I don't agree with it. This is not even what we are discussing about.
That's fine. That's fine. You will not agree. You will not talk about the real thing. You will talk about the things on top. Let's leave it and see what happens. We are depending on those our kings in Edo that are jumping up and down. Do you know what we used to do back in the days? All those what they call these things that they do, whatever they put in the shrine or whatever it is. They need to clear those things off.
My brother, this is not a reason for Fulani to be attacking villages. They cannot go to the villages and be attacking people because they are practicing juju. Please, let's forget about this. This is not an issue. Let's hear from Moneybag, please. Thank you, I appreciate you. Moneybag, let's hear from you. Moneybag, I'm not hearing you, please. So, Benga, let's hear from you, please.
Okay, my greetings to everybody and those that have been contributing. Yeah, it's just a shame and it's very appalling the way Nigeria has been. But I keep asking this question: do we really have a country?
No, there is no country. There is no country. There's no country. There is no.
So now, see, in project management, there's one of the calls that we use to solve what they call it, gap analysis and stuff. We have pendulum, we have we have other things, but there's one that we normally use, the problem tree. A tree has 3 branches. We have the root, the stem, and the leaves, which bear the fruits. Now, what first of all identify, we all know the root causes. Do you understand? Which bring the stem, then which now germinated to all the problems we're having until we get that root cause, the root, we remove it. The root is, okay, this constitution we are practicing in Nigeria, we are in democracy. Please, who wrote that constitution? As in, where did we get it? We know the constitution we do it in the western region of, before the coup. You understand? So, who sat? Who agreed that, okay, this is the law they want to use? Is it not military constitution as amended? When they call that constitution, they say 1999 be something. Constitution as amended, if I'm wrong. Decree. 1999 constitution as amended. Please, who sat down? Then, another thing again is the INEC. We have to, first of all, see, Nigeria, we need to revolt. Anyway, see, there's nowhere there will be peace without, first of all, a revolt. Do you understand? So we need to even, first of all, iron the INEC. Do you understand? That is bringing all these bad politicians. Until, see, now, if you look at the news, you will see, I think Brazil, they are protesting. Belgium, they are protesting. I think, is it Philippines or something? People are protesting, but Nigeria are not protesting.
Did you not, excuse me, you asked a question. Benga,
Economy stands still.
Benga, you asked question. You said,
yes.
Do we actually have a country? Everybody said there is no country.
Yes.
You see, in a country where every region is fighting for their own interests, how do you expect the country to move forward? Ask yourself now, in a country where even somebody spoke now before you joined us, before I brought you in, somebody said in northern Nigeria they have Sharia police, the Hizbah police, which even overrides, their law overrides Nigerian constitution. Somebody said there, that is, they arrest Nigerian police, the Hizbah police, somebody said.
I heard about it.
Okay.
So definitely, see, we are just lying to ourselves. There's nothing like.
You see, excuse me, Benga, this is not a nation now.
Geographical.
This is not a nation. It's not. We are Sharia law overrides national. You are deceiving yourself now. This is it now.
Yeah, all of them are on a ticking bomb. There's nothing like
the terrorists are taking over already. Let's like Taliban. Just like the Taliban. That's what we are going to end up.
So, see, that's why I'm not against any Biafrans that say they want to go on their own. Let everybody go on their own. It's just like the tactics or the method or the avenue they are using. Do you understand?
It is heading that direction. It's not. It's gradually heading that direction.
Yeah.
Everybody is seeing it now.
True.
Everybody is seeing it now.
They are using guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare is when you hide in civilian style.
Yes, that's what they are doing.
Do you understand? So
yes.
Everybody have to go on guerrilla warfare if we want to really protect ourselves, protect our region.
But excuse me, Benga, this is what Nnamdi Kanu came up with. Nnamdi Kanu began to. Nnamdi Kanu started with this thing. The whole tribe did not support him. Okay, the thing in Nnamdi Kanu was he's still in prison. What he was speaking about is happening to everybody now in the south. He said they want to take over the south, take over the country, and it's happening. He said Nnamdi Kanu, I heard him say they are distributing themselves in the forest. They want to take over. Who is arming them? And then even they put themselves in power. They put themselves in power, excuse me.
Then for you to know that there's always handwork between the internal forces and external forces. See, there's a Yoruba proverb that says there's no thief that will come and steal you or come and invade you without an internal informant. Do you understand? So now, see Nnamdi Kanu is a British-born citizen, right? He's a British, and I don't know where in the world a British person will be put in the prison somewhere, and the British will never do anything since. So something is fishing there.
What? It's not about the British. See,
no, don't go there.
Don't go. Let's leave it. Let's hear from Ikem, please.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, my brothers.
Okay, Ikem, you are welcome. We are listening to you.
Yes, I'm just trying to add to what Benga was saying, that our problem is so complicated that, first of all, when the British came to Africa and came to Nigeria, what is known as Nigeria today, and they now signed up an agreement and called a country, Nigeria. None of our founding fathers, those so-called people that fought for the independence, looked at the paper the country that they created to see if because what can you call a country when the country doesn't have a system where people can be able to economically look after themselves? You have only one seaport, a functioning seaport in the whole of Nigeria. Yeah? And we have politicians who keep telling us that here to create employment. How can you create employment in a country where you have only one seaport?
So everybody is running to Lagos if you want to ship something to Lagos. But we have other available seaports in the south, in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River, in rivers, that could also be, and even in Onitsha, that could also be seaports. So if you create this environment, the country can economically be able to survive, because we need to be running out, or we need to be in control of our economy for us to be able to create jobs for people. And you don't say, and also to stop people from, I mean, a lot of people, I'm not saying people should not come to Europe, but if you have a system in Nigeria where economically we are viable, we don't need to be living in Europe here and getting insult from Oyibo people. But we don't have a system. If you go to Nigeria, it doesn't exist. That's why we're all living here for years, because you go there, what are we going to do when we go there? You have to.
That's the question. But the thing, Ikem, let me come now. This is now. Then again, you talking about having a viable economy. The seaports, other seaports need to be open. Then how about the security we are discussing about? How about the invasion of these herdsmen into people's communities, unaliving people? How about that? Even if you have these seaports and you still have people who come to threaten your life, who come to unalive you, it does not make any sense. You have no security.
Yes, my brother. Yeah, the thing is that the country, the people that the organization that created Nigeria was the Royal Niger Company. It was a business that were involved in buying slaves that created Nigeria, Royal Niger Company. They didn't teach us this in Nigeria. It's only when I came to England that I now started researching, and I said, "Wow!" So the Royal Niger Company sold what is a business plan to the British for 899.
It is true.
So Nigeria. Yeah, so Nigeria actually was created for business, so only to favor those people that created it. And that is why you have all this thing going on there. And unfortunately, because with our leadership in Africa, in Nigeria is so bad. Poor. They don't care if they kill their own people.
They don't care.
As long as they remain in power.
Yes.
So this is the problem. So all these things we're saying, bro, unfortunately, it's so sad, but we have no, I mean, we go there, the thing is that at the moment, it's not this our generation that can change. When I start from talking about this thing, but I'm not seeing our own generation as ones that are going to change anything, because, a lot of our people are so ignorant.
Yeah, yes, a lot of people are ignorant, but it's getting to that stage because everybody is fed up. See, we are all here in Europe. Everybody is fed up.
If you want to defend yourself, what do you fight with? Nigeria does not have weapons. The weapons that they have in Nigeria are all in Abuja. So if you want to get more weapons in Abuja, it will come from Europe from England to Abuja. They don't have any people with Nigeria, Delta, Igbo, and the Yoruba do not have any connection with white people for weapons, and that's why we are still under their rulership. Hausa coming from the Saudi, connected with America, this is a big issue. We need to, and what are no education system in Nigeria that will help the people to actually. There's no creativity. What are we selling? What are we even exporting apart from the major oil that we are even exporting coming from the Niger Delta? So what is happening to Niger Delta that make we so weak?
Queen Suleiman, how are you doing? Good to see you. Keep talking, bro.
People think that we are the Israelites. Where all these things, God has to take a side on this thing. If you are losing the war, God is not with you.
See, my brother, please. If you
Can I say something?
Okay.
See, I'm still amazed, surprised up till now, since the days of Asikwe and Awolowo, that the Southerners, which are the brightest, the brilliant, the most advanced, everything, cannot work together to fight and push back the Northerners. Who is running Nigeria? Who is making Nigeria do what Nigeria is? As in terms of natural resources, money, expertise, people that are exposed, traveling, doing wonders outside Nigeria, they are Southerners, either Yoruba or Igbos, or let me just say the south, southeast, southwest, which is the south. Now the question is, what is that thing that is so making us to be divided, that we are so consumed, destroyed from the internal, from the inside, and we are not giving ways for the northerners from the external to override, to invade us. See, this is an intentional movement. Do you understand?
It is. Everybody knows it now. It is clear now. And before it was as if the Igbos were at the forefront of the whole thing. Now it is affecting everybody. The Yorubas, the Edos, the Rivers, everybody. All the Southerners are feeling it now. And then Nnamdi Kanu warned everybody.
Okay, now like me that I'm talking, I did my master, you understand, in UK. So, and I did about crisis management and all this what they call migration movement, disaster, anything that can cause any problem in the world, you understand? So disaster management, let me just say it. So there's a lot of things. Now there's so much eyes on southern oil, or let me just say natural resources, oil, all those things. While there are thousands of resources that are even higher in price than the oil that everybody is putting eyes in the north. Do you know how many resources there are in the north? It's just like in Niger, why these people push France. So all those regions, there are a lot of resources there. So do you understand that? So what happened is that I don't even know how Fulani, because when I was growing up, we had a Fulani were elders. They move around about and move up and down. So for them to now get a foothold, because they have a country, their original country, I think Guinea or something. So the question is, how did they get it?
How it got there? Let me tell you how it got there. Let me tell you, Wenga. See, how the thing got there is because of the Igbos. The other tribes came together to suppress the Igbos. So they joined hands. And in between, that's what happened. I'm telling you the truth. The Nigeria you are seeing today, that Fulani, they are having hand. The greatest fear of the Northerners are the Igbos, not the Yorubas, not any other person. So they use other tribes. That is why the Fulanis penetrated. They use the rivers, the every other tribe to suppress the Igbos in Nigeria. So this is what is playing out in Nigeria today. It's no joke, believe it.
Yeah, I understand you, but there's also one, how can I say, one failure. Let me just say, I don't know, I want to look for the word that two people did. Azikwe and what this Irunsi. Well, I would say these people fumble. See, Ojuku was just suffer for the sin or problem created by what they call it, by Nnamdi Azikwe. I'm not saying Nnamdi Kanu, Azikwe and Ojuku and Irunsi. Now, why I mention Azikwe? At least there's understanding between Awolowo and Azikwe. But how did Azikwe get to be the prime minister with Amadou Tafawa Balewa? Jonathan, there was an understanding before you know it. Then he went to go and ally with them. That's when they won the first republic. Now this Agun Rosi, why I say, how will a major general of army, and you know what brought you there, and you know there has been rumor and shouting in the north that Igbo is a Igbo, which we all know that it's not 100% Igbo. You understand? Now there has been rumor, and you open your eyes, a major general, to the extent that you spent 6 months, just 6 months, on the throne, and they execute you, and you know the outsiders. And since then, it has been coup or palace coup. It has been palace coup now. Do you understand? Till the last Babangida, or who was there, what do you call it? This guy that gave Obasanjo. So these are the two people that made big blunders. So now that is what I think bring about the distrust from the Yorubas, because there's always competition between
Benga, we cannot to move forward, to move ahead. You cannot live in the past. Do you understand what I mean now? To move forward, if we come here now to talk about what happened 60 years ago, we cannot make progress. The thing is,
Uncle Rudy, you see, what Benga is saying, maybe he didn't put it into a proper perspective for you to understand. What he's saying is, he was trying to point out where things went wrong.
Okay.
And where that thing went wrong was actually when Ironsi suspended the regional government to form a unitary government. So the problem we are having now is as a result of the suspension of a regional government. Because hang on, please. Every region, we are prospering according to their pace. So we don't have to wait for the North to get educated. We don't have to wait for the West to get into economy or business. So everybody prosper according to their pace. The West may not have, as at that point, they may not have enough mineral resources, but they may have education. So they will have what is called human resources. The East may have resources like a mineral, in terms of petroleum. So they use it to prosper. But the point was that there was development according to every region. So when you dissolve that regional government, now, so you are drawing other regions back, where somebody is making noise.
Please mute your telephone. Thank you. You can.
Yeah, so you see, the problem we have now is after the dissolution of the regional government, now the North started to complain. Somebody is making noise. I don't know why they keep doing this. Yeah? Valid points. So now, so what happened is after the dissolution of the regional government, but just allow me to finish, and then you will talk. This thing you just distracting us, and it's not. I don't know why you're doing this. It's unfair. Please, this is a public place. So what happened? The North came up with an idea. Please, the moderator, just mute him so that we're able to make noise. Now, so what did the North do? The North came up with the idea. Oh, you see, our region we are very backward in education. We cannot study. So now we have to give us some quota system, whereby although we are not educated, but you have to give us a quota system. Go and study, but our side we have to. And that's the problem. The quota system, whereby you have to promote people from the North, even though they didn't pass their common entrance, but you have to promote them to university. Even though they are not qualified for any post, but they allow them to be in the ministry. And you see, when you don't have somebody who is qualified, they will make a big mess of the whole thing. That's what is going on. Because we have to, the East and the West, we are developing on a high speed. No. We have to stop them from developing. They have to wait for us to be able to build our own stadium. We have to wait for them to build our own.
That's crazy. Who did that? That's very bad.
That's what is going on. That's it. That's exactly what it is. Now, look at this. Look at this thing. What is railway construction have to do with the federal government? Why can't you allow states to construct railway to ease their transportation within their state?
My brother, Mberis, you should understand. I don't know. You should understand that a lot of thing happening in Nigeria is power tussle, and they fight over natural resources, money. All the regions you see there. Why? Let me tell you. Let me say it categorically here. Let me say it here now. See, why Nigeria is not moving forward is because, number one, other regions like other places where they don't have that oil, that crude oil and gas, they see it as something to come and squanderize, something to come and steal because it does not belong to them. That is what is playing out in Nigeria. People who the oil don't come from there. This is what is going on. It's like somebody from Cameroon come to Nigeria to come and tap from the oil. Somebody from Guinea come to Nigeria, they see the oil. That's what is playing out. That is why they don't want to use that money. They're not using. This is like a free gift. This is like something they got freely from. It's not their region. It's not. These are different tribes. If you want to speak the truth, these are different. That oil, okay, if you check where the north is, when they get that money, That money that comes from oil, they use it to do anything. They don't even want to use it to develop the places that oil is coming from. That's why I told you guys, I said, listen, the leaders don't have faith in that country. It is all about region. Who wants grab. Let's, man, I don't want to even talk this afternoon.
I wanted to say something, please, Abeg. You see, I can tell you for free that this country we are still managing called Nigeria. We lost it after Obasanjo. We lost the country. They left only shadow for us. Just only the shadow. Let me tell you, a country where you don't have reserve as an emergency for common Nigerians. And what do I mean by this? Where I am in Europe now, if anyone fall into emergency, like suddenly illness or those things, you call ambulance. Ambulance will come to pick you to hospital. In Nigeria, if you drive to hospital, or any of your brother or any of your husband, wife take you to hospital, they will demand for deposit. They don't care to know what's that. That was another thing. It's a common dividend in a country supposed to, a citizen that is as a country supposed to offer the people. You understand? But we don't have this. So, okay, come to think the other side of it. We are talking one Nigeria. Why? We are talking it because we still believe in Christianity. We still believe we are one.
Forget that Christianity, please. Forget that Christianity.
That thing we are saying, one Nigeria, you know. Anyway, I don't know.
See, that oil is what is that's natural. That oil is natural resources, national for everybody. That oil, that's when they get the oil. It's like I travel from here to Côte d'Ivoire, and I see their natural resources. I know this Côte d'Ivoire. If I go to Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and natural resources, the people, if they give me access to it, I will be squandering it. That is what is playing out in Nigeria.
I'm sorry, Uncle Rudy, can I say something?
You are free.
I love what you are doing. This is my second time coming to your platform. I love what you're doing. I want to talk to, like, with the youth of Nigeria. Sometimes we also have the problem, you understand me? So most of us that live in the diaspora, live in the Western world, most of us who forgot we are from Africa, more especially we are in Nigeria. It doesn't mean because I'm living good in Nigeria, in Western Europe, I say I have people back home. You are saying 60 years, since we pray God should give us life, you are saying 60 years, 70 years. You say you don't want to go back home. I call those people, they are foolish. No matter how long you spend in the Western world, they still call you if you are still a foreigner. That's number one. Number two, you see, like this brother said, he said, oh, Juju does not make the country. They are not the problem of your country. That's your ancestors. You see, they are mostly that fall upon the African, the ancestors, they are all angry. You understand me, so? See, we have to go back to our culture, make culture. Nigeria will not be a better place, whereas Africa. Now, what we are practicing in Africa, we are practicing white man culture. You are saying Jesus Christ, God, or what they call it. How long you guys have been praying to that your Jesus Christ? Does Nigeria change? Let's be realistic. Your daddy Gio, they carry security all over their body. They are preaching, they don't preach law. All they're preaching, they are backing all those useless politicians.
Sylvester. Somebody said,
What did Juju talk to you?
Don Papa said,
when you see the truth, bro, it's not because you are living in the Western world, because now maybe when you are in Western, you speak the truth. Say this is how a country wrong. Does your white people does that practice the
or not? We believe system that will be working well.
The system is not working. I've been saying it here every day. The system is not working.
China, they believe on their Buddhism. China is one of the best in the fastest economy in the whole worldwide. You are supporting your daddy Geo. They have soldier, police, all of them. You are still supporting hallelujah. How long, my brother? We have to wake up. Let's drop that white man religion. Do you think white man will die for you?
No. You in Nigeria has helped you.
You are going to heaven.
Juju didn't help you in Nigeria.
You are still preaching about bro.
No. Our people think it wrongly.
Bro, you have to wake up, man. You are still sleeping.
Okay, now please, one person, please, one after the other. Somebody, Don Papa said on YouTube, Don Papa said, we have more than 100 countries inside Nigeria. Division is the only way. Nobody wants to hold anyone accountable. He has rights. This Don Papa said There are more than 100 countries in Nigeria. Nobody wants to hold anybody accountable. That is what is playing out there. No love, no ambition, no oneness of purpose. Nobody wants to move the country forward. It's all, what can I grab? I said it. When I said something, and then I want to.
Thank you. See, my brother Sylvester raised a big point. See, let's just tell ourselves. I mean, I think Omonigo or something. You are also abroad. Now, the Christianity they brought to us, did they put on their head? Did we put it in Nigeria? No. Even the churches and the cathedrals turned to museum here in Europe. Now, okay, let me leave that one. See, the God that created Africa, Asia, America, all those things, and put their culture and religion. See, culture and religion. See, when they take your culture and your language, they are taking you. You are just an empty person. Once they take your culture, which is your tongue, and your religion, the way you do things, you are an empty person. So the day we have accept the religion, Christianity, Islam, and we do away with our African stuff, which God originally gave us to help us in Africa, because the way Africa is
Bola,
and we left it, that is when we became empty.
Bola, when that, excuse me, Ebwenga.
Now that you give somebody gun water or gun powder, make it take so oath, a politician say when you know say the gun go shoot, make you use gun. Go and carry any politician, say make you carry gun. So swear, make oath that the day I take from the coffin, make this gun shoot me or make this iron. Do you understand? They will not accept it, but they will use Bible and the Quran.
Bola.
At least everybody in this world comes from a religion, and it's their religion that is helping them. So until we bring the foreign stuff, there's no how you can do according to the foreign people. It's their culture, it's their everything. So you wipe away your own because we accept somebody. It is then Africa have become empty.
See.
So now, see churches everywhere. What is it giving to us? Is it not the geo and everybody that is making it? See China, Buddha. See Singapore, Buddha. See all the countries that are making it in the world.
Wenga, Wenga, maybe you just came across my video. We have been speaking about this. I've spoken about this religion topic several times. You understand me? We've been talking about it. Everybody who has been following this page knows about this. You understand me? So, Iwuchukwu said, talk from now till tomorrow. The only solution is disintegration. And somebody, Bola said, the crude oil will soon finish. Bola said the crude oil will soon finish. What will Nigeria do? When that crude oil finishes, everybody will answer his...
Apart from the crude oil, we still have liquefied natural gas. So there's a new one coming, the liquefied natural gas, which is booming now. So we are moving from a liquefied natural gas to, from a crude oil to liquefied natural gas, because crude oil is becoming outdated.
So guys, Ben, I've spent so much hours here. I want to take a break. I'm tired. We are going to continue later tonight. I'm having headache. I thank every one of you who participated, who contributed. You guys are great.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. I will join you later.
Okay, no wahala, no problem. Maris, I see you. I see everybody. I appreciate everybody. We keep pushing. One day, maybe we will achieve unity, or maybe we achieve this division. Nobody knows. The way the things are going, maybe we will achieve unity or division. Nobody knows. So let's have our fingers crossed. But Sylvester Osage, I see you. The most important thing is, after all said and done, nobody deserves to die. Nobody deserves to die. And I am somebody who hates violence. I don't advocate, I'm not an advocate of jungle justice. Nobody deserves to die. That's my own. So, With this, I want to end the broadcast. I'm coming back later tonight. Already, my yash they pay me from sitting. If the government can wake up and do the right things, man, but is it possible? The black man have not been able to do the right thing since life began on earth. Ordinary to run, we are not talking about science and technology. Ordinary to run a nation properly, greed, religious bigotry, selfishness, tribalism cannot allow them to do the right thing. Hatred for one's religion and tribe cannot allow the black man to move ahead. It's a shame. Why do you want, even in this age and time, you are invading another people's regions, slaughtering people? What's your motive? What do you have in this age and time you want to go and annex another people's land? Do you want to go annex another people's land or what? What do you think you can achieve? Do you think it's possible? How many people are you going to kill in a village or in a state to annex their land? The black man, see the rest. Europeans are moving on. Asians, Arabs, come travel and see. You are still caged in religion, in tribalism, killing your own kind, your own people. When you are supposed to unify, you are dividing people. What's your agenda? What is your agenda? I do not know who is sponsoring this because these people have sponsors. These people, all these people, because these things that are happening in southern Nigeria, in the Benue State, all that they go to villages and unalive everybody. There are people, there are people behind it. Well, guys, I want to end this broadcast here. We need to speak up. We need to speak up. One day everybody is going to die. Nobody is going to live forever. Do you understand what I mean? Nobody will live forever. Even if you want to save your head, save your life. People even die accidental deaths. So, whether you speak or you know, whether you speak or not, one day you will die. Whether you are a coward or a brave man, one day you will die. I said, man, because I brought people in, that was what made me not to speak. I told you guys that the black man is a coward. Black people are cowards. Black people are cowards. If we are not cowards, how many are they in number? How can we live and die without making impact? How can we live as a coward? How can you live? You live your life. Even if you want to save your life, you want to save your life. You want to. How long do human beings live on earth? How long? How old are you now? How many years is remaining? How many years do you have left that you are fearful? You cannot speak. You are hiding under the table. You say, are you talking to me? What is that? Bash. Do I look like, you say, who fears fictional God? I'm not a religious person. You understand what I mean now? You can talk, Bash, you can talk to somebody else because I'm not religious. Even religion, Christian religion made the followers cowards. Man, there are so many things to speak about when I come back. Christianity made the Christian believers cowards. Why are the Japanese respected? Why are the Japanese respected? When I come back, I will tell you why the Japanese are respected so much in this world. I want to end this broadcast here, but always remain peaceful. I always tell people, anything that will involve you taking human life, you don't need it. I say it every time. You've got no reason to shed blood or take human life. It's not worth it. Let me end this broadcast here. See you guys in my next video. If you want to, you say people living longer and healthier, you better die as a brave man than live like a coward. Live life under the table. Hide yourself under the table. Do you understand what I mean now? You hide yourself under the table in the name of you want to live long. You may want to live long. Enter a flight, a plane. The plane will crash. You die. You might board a car. That car will get accident. You die. People, earthquake happens. Earthquake occurs and people die. Ordinary earthquake. People don't want to die, but you die. At times, problem come to you. Problem do come to people, even when they are avoiding problem. Don't you see earthquakes happen in some countries and people die? People who don't want to die, die. What did you use your life for? What did you use your life for? Which impact did you make? Now I want to end this broadcast. I cannot spend the whole day here. I'm tired. I'm hungry. So, see you guys in my next video. Man, it's almost, I don't know how many hours I spent here. See you. I'm coming back once more. Remain peaceful. Love your neighbors as yourself. If possible, be at peace with all men. Why you see people talk about disintegration? Why you see people talk about, normally we talk about Pan-Africa, we talk about the unity of Africa. But when you derive joy in going, every day we talk about how do we unite as a people? How do we progress? We that are living in diaspora, we have another mentality because we have seen life. As you are talking about the unity of Africa, some people that are on ground in Africa are inciting division, sending troops to go kill people. Still fighting religious wars, that is silent religious wars against innocent people. They are still fighting silent religious wars against, we are talking about African unity. Some people are still caged in religion. They are still fighting who to dominate, which tribe to dominate in Nigeria and many other African countries. You said Christian values is peace. When Israel fought Hamas, what are you talking? I'm coming back. When I come back, follow subscribe to the page. I'm coming back. I want to tell you what you need to know about this life. Even the God in the Bible, the biblical God, is a God of war. The biblical God, he led Israelites into war. Did you not go read your Bible? The biblical God is a God of war. He stood by the Israelites, led them to victory. The Israel today as a nation, if you attack them, they retaliate. They don't forgive. The Israel we have today as a nation, if you attack them, they rise and they fight you back. You will incur losses. You unalive one Israeli, they unalive 200 of your men. See, I'm coming back. I've seen life. Do you understand me? When I come back, we continue. Don't forget to follow our page. Here we discuss shortly the way forward, but in all we maintain peace. We remain our brother's keeper. See, we are all human beings. I appreciate you, Mr. Odion. We are human beings. At a time, people say they have had enough. You see, there are people who want to be peaceful, people who don't want problem. They have decided to tread the path of peace. Say, look, I want to be peaceful. I don't want problem. At times, you see the people who want peace. Say, man, enough is enough. Do you understand me? Say, yeah, that's the truth. You don't push people to the wall because they are peaceful. You don't do it. Every now and then, even you see, some days ago, it happened in Uromi. I'm not from Uromi, I've not been there. Watch now, after 1 month, I will remind you, keep this video. After a month or so, they will attack another village. Go keep this video, this program. After a month or two now, you see the same thing. They will attack another village. And you say we shouldn't, people will lose their lives. And you say we should not talk. I will still remind you, go watch it. It has been happening for years and nothing is done about it. And you tell me it is not an agenda. You can record this video, keep it. After maybe 2 months or 3 months now, or even a month after, you will still hear that Fulani herdsmen attacked another village. Keep this video, and I will remind you people, everybody watching me again, that it has happened again. They don't care what you think or how you feel or how long you speak. It is an agenda. So, no matter that, there are good people in every region, in every tribe. I'm not telling you everybody is bad. Every Fulanis, I've met good Fulanis. I'm not telling you everybody is bad, but there are bad people. There are people who they volunteered themselves to be used. Do you understand what I mean? There are good people and bad people, and there are good Christians, there are bad Christians, there are good Muslims, there are bad Muslims, there are good people in every tribe, and there are bad people in every tribe. But people, allow peace to reign. Allow peace to reign. Allow people to live their lives. Don't disturb anybody with your religion, with your culture. Don't impose your religion, your culture on anybody. It will cause problem. And in war, nobody fights, nobody prays for war, nobody prays for crisis. In war, anything goes. Anything goes. So nobody's fighting war, nobody's inciting problems, nobody's doing anything, but allow people to be. So, Esther, I'm coming back later today. We are going to continue running our program like this is the topic, this is the trending news. The trending news is this Uromi crisis, what happened in Uromi. That's why I decided to speak up. Normally, I don't do this on my platform. I speak generally, but I've been seeing people sending me videos. It is too much. How people lose their lives. At times, we've got to speak up against this evil. It's not right. Allow people to go to their farms. In your own country, you cannot go to your farm. Omo Yoruba, we love ourselves. Do you understand me? We love ourselves. That is, and even if we don't love ourselves as a people, we are here to promote love among ourselves. Yes, we are here to promote love among ourselves. Yes, that's it. If we don't know it, if we don't know how to love ourselves, we learn it. That's it. So, let me end the video here. I'm coming back later. See you guys. Don't forget, I might go live later tonight, or hopefully. See you all.